And we're back. That should have resolved a handful of things, because ideally we don't have any more audio issues coming through. Everybody should be able to hear us on Twitch and on Will's YouTube channel now, ideally. For all the folks that were joining, yes. For all the folks that were running from Colby's YouTube or watching on Colby's YouTube, I apologize.
Theme of my life, people running away from my channel.
You know what we should have done in the grand scheme of things? We should have hosted this only on Treant Monk's Temple and had everybody go over there and subscribe to Treant Monk's Temple.
He's like 50 away from hitting 100K. We got to get it today during this stream.
100%.
Temple, go subscribe if you haven't subscribed.
Absolutely, 100%. That said, I'm just going through the donations that were here before I jumped off. Chris must dance when casting all spells.
Yeah.
Colby must sing when he enters his rages. And Will must make a pun every time he wants to use sneak attack.
Good.
Ooh, okay.
Good.
All right.
Good.
That is the chaos and entropy that was granted, or that was requested for $130.
Before we get too far into it, it looks like the video is still stuttering pretty badly on both sites.
Let me double check.
Tech gremlins.
Very much so, tech gremlins. Yeah, let's change that encoder right down.
Thank you.
Yeah, there we go. Encoder has been dropped down sizably for everybody. So you should notice a difference here in just a moment.
Everyone cross your fingers and toes. And that of any pigeons you happen to be feeding.
When I do my dances, I'll be like...
You'll be doing the robot. Incidental robot.
Then people will think the glitch is continuing.
Yeah, that's it.
As we wait for it to catch up, I'm going to just process this uncommon magic item donation. So there's a wand of... Oh, that shouldn't be in there. More wands. Well, there we go. There's a dust of disappearance, a circlet of blasting, and a medallion of thoughts. I'm just skipping a couple of these little potions.
Where are the weapons
dust of disappearance
today?
sounds the most fun to me.
I like it. Who wants to take it?
Is there anybody who hasn't had anything yet?
I'm waiting for the great acts of death.
Yeah, I technically haven't taken anything yet, but I'm okay on that stuff unless no one wants to take it. In which case I will find a way to use it.
Do we still have the wand of heavy as well that nobody's taken, or just somebody grab that?
Nobody has claimed the wand of heavy yet.
Got it.
I think Will is just gonna hoard all wands and just use them every turn until the charges run out.
A turn, yeah.
Yeah, but they've got charges, right? So
I suppose, yeah. I mean, if we end up going for,
listen, I can steal some wands from you.
Take a wand in my mouth. You know, I can have a wand in my mouth. I can have a wand in my tail.
Don't forget your mouth wand, everyone.
Yeah, get the mouth wand.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Will, dust of disappearance makes a lot of sense for you, and you can do that as a bonus action too.
Okay, that's true. Yeah, just disappearances, and that can affect all of us, can't it? It's like until we attack, if I remember.
Yeah, it's a 10-foot emanation originating from you.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Right.
Yeah, then we can do some shenanigans with that, I think.
So that's the dust of disappearance. And then Julia, thank you for claiming the play in a Logomancy one-shot. I will connect up with you after the game and we can work something out. I promise it'll be after the holidays. Chris, you can also add 2 bonus dice into the pool because Alone Donut redeems some bonus dice for charity.
D20s or D6s?
D6s.
Okay.
Just burning through everything there.
We haven't made a roll yet. We sure have a lot of
we're pumping we're priming the pumps to get this adventure really going.
And because there was a specific request in Will's chat, Stickbird, the pigeon familiar that is I want to say it's got like a wrapper stuck on its back right now, with some kind of like sticky taffy, and it looks like little flittery wings every time it beats its real wings. Yeah, that's they've asked to have it renamed Humber. And I'm down for that.
I'm totally fine with that. I was just calling it my best friend, not to be confused with my other best friend or my third best friend.
I like it. There we go. Got her beat. And I'm just gonna do up the stream performance a little better. There we go. And perfect. Bear with me half a sec, folks. I'll make sure that everybody has the ability to see everybody's names. And we're good. That should improve the stream quality by a little bit as we go. There's too much stuff that was moving around, I find. I got a little too overzealous, making you guys a cool crayon overlay. Here we are.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I really like it.
Never got to apologize for ambition, right? It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It is beautiful.
There we go. All right. So that said, with everything that has been donated, there's another dice in my DM pool as well to use against you.
No.
We begin. You have grabbed the individual things out of the bed sheet that you've decided to take with you, and you're like, yeah, this would make a totally cool wand. And it's like, this is a bag of potpourri, but it's totally dust of disappearance and that kind of thing. And you look around and you take everything in, and there's no dragons anywhere. So like, what kind of Ren Fair doesn't have a giant inflatable dragon? Like, this is somebody screwed up. Maybe it's like an actual reenactment Ren Fair or something, but like the fantasy is not there. You are bringing the fantasy at this point. And everybody looks to Bandito on what to do to find a dragon. They were promised adventure, Bandito.
Niños, I do not see the dragon, but I am confident that we can find it if we look hard enough. I suggest that we look over there behind that big tent. Something tells me that it's large enough to possibly hide a dragon. Let's go.
If we're going to go into danger, I better inspire everyone with my dancing. And through the entertainer beat,
yes, Freckles, please.
I am going to give you all heroic inspiration.
I like it.
Ooh,
Astrid claps as she always does.
All right then, mate. That was a bloody good show. Well done.
Somebody who can do an Australian accent. Yes!
Incredible.
Yeah.
Straight. With that, 2 healing potions go into the healing pool as well, Chris. And for heroic inspiration, for anybody not familiar with D&D 2024, you get kind of a luck point.
Better, you can re-roll anything.
Yeah, you can re-roll anything. It's pretty solid. And taking on the grown-ups' suggestion, you gather your forces. You bait the pigeon to come along, and it does willingly. It's a good time. You head behind this large tent, and there's no dragon, but there is a small tent where Fetch, your auntie, is working the Ren Fair. And she's got a little, you see the sign, you recognize the logo.
Fetch, I did not mean to imply that your aunt is a dragon. Please do not share that information.
Yes.
Astrid already has a handful of sprinkles and is ready to throw them. Oh, he puts them away. Just gives one to Humbert.
It's got a hand with a single eye and a triangle on a board. And then some kind of like flowery Etsy looking wooden sign underneath. It seems like some kind of she's reading fortunes or tarot or something of that nature.
I suppose I'll. Excuse me, ma'am. You wouldn't have happened to be able to predict a dragon in our future, would you? I'd appreciate it if you did.
There's
There's a hell of a stick in it for you. I'll kind of, bring out a little. Got to poke her a couple of times. This could be yours if you can predict a dragon.
As you lead stick first into this tent and spread apart the comically clacky glass beads and wooden dangling bits to go inside, you see Fetch's auntie, and she's dressed in, you're pretty sure they're bath towels, around her head, around her body, and she's sitting in a pseudo yoga pose in the middle, and there's a little donation box off to the side for people to put coins in, and she opens one eye and she looks at Bandito long and hard for a moment.
We're looking for a dragon. You don't happen to have any dragon-like things in the tent here by chance?
Astrid has already walked in and is looking around.
Yeah. Don't worry, I know how this works. And I'll just scoop up a handful of soil and stones and just drop it into the tip jar.
I can help. And Astrid's going to come over and just take an obscenely large, 4 or 5 giant gumballs out of one of these pouches. And just put them in all at the same time, and they get stuck to the point where she's just kind of trying to poke them in.
Okay, Ninos, no. She's looking for $bucks, and I pull out a few. I pull out a few $bucks, and I put them in there in the box.
I love it.
Astrid then goes into it and tries to grab the gumball back out.
It's very sticky in there, and very rocky at this point.
It's a nightmare.
Pulls it back out and.
As you make your donations, Bandito, and the rest of you fudge with the charity box a little bit, she goes, dragons are difficult. Dragons are challenging. I know of a place that would know of a dragon.
That is something, at least.
But it is a story. And
before you get to your
may
story,
not be familiar.
It looks like our stream has frozen.
I was going to say it's yeah.
Right, one sec.
We just want to fight the dragon. It's the dragon. That's what it is. Yeah, the dragon is keeping us from finding and fighting the dragon.
Right.
Dragon
is afraid. Is anybody on Twitch having issues with this, or is it specifically folks on YouTube?
I'm on both, and it seems to be identical on both.
Alrighty. I'm going to crank that down a little further and turn off some stuff, and we should be good. All right. I've lowered things down a little bit more, and ideally, it'll be released as a VOD as well for everybody. No need to worry in that front. That said, I've cranked down the settings. It should buffer here in just a moment. She says, I know of a place that knows of dragons, that knows of these things. And what you need to look for, and maybe you'd better write this down. And she says, home. There is a hole. It's a rare hole, a rattling hole. And in that hole, there is a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree. In the bog down in the valley-o. And I will never apologize for this in any way, shape, or form. she says, in that hole, there's a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree, a tree in the hole, in the hole, in the bog down in the valley. And this tree is a wise old tree, like I am a wise old wolfhound. This tree is a wise old tree and knows many things of dragons and of love and of adventure and conquest and of inspiration. And if you find this tree and you do it a solid, and she just like opens one eye and looks at Bandito, it's like, if you help it out, there's a pretty good chance that it can direct you exactly where you need to go to find the very thing that you're looking for.
An adventure, yes. One question. Where would we find this bog and this hole and this tree-filled hole?
Advanced questions, I see. And she nods slightly to the donation box that is now full of gravel.
Astrid's about to drop the gumball back into the.
Niños, no, give me space, please. I'll open the donation box and just like actually like just start physically removing everything that wasn't the $1 that I put in there.
I love it. She says, if you go 400 meters west, you will find the Great Forest, past the creek, down into the valley. And Bandito, you know above board exactly what she's talking about. There's like a little hill and it slopes down, and there's a little trickle of a creek with a little footpath over it, and then a big copse of trees.
A map is what we need. 400 meters.
Oh, is that all easy? Yeah. I actually am proficient with navigator's tools.
I knew that.
Okay. Yeah, I will make a little map. Just like pull out my like duotang, like my school duotang. Start drawing out a little map. As
Beautiful.
described.
I like it. You know what? Go ahead and roll me calligrapher's tools.
Sure. What do I add to that? Anything? Other than like proficiency, obviously.
I would say intelligence in this case.
Oh, thank God. That's a 10. Which isn't
that's
bad
not bad
considering what I rolled. But yeah, that's a 10 total.
Hey, I'm down. That works. I'm just gonna double check the milestones here because I think you guys just crossed one actually. Yeah, so the donations have hit $12,134 so far for the event.
Wow. You guys
amazing.
you guys are incredible. That's
huge.
crazy.
You are amazing.
Oh.
So the milestones that we have in here for $12,000 is everybody gets a rare magic item. So the rare magic item that you all had set aside for yourself is now added to your sheet.
Nice.
There we go. And we're just gonna stop that on all of these ones as well. I'm just I'm setting up the map layer and removing a couple assets from it. So if there was information on there that you were looking for before and it doesn't show, just give it a minute. There we are. And with that, she as Fetch is scribing down this map with a bunch of like, it's a really fancy looking pen and a notepad on like a really nice pristine stationery that your auntie has for her business. It's very it's very like Etsy coded.
Nice.
She looks over and like whinges just a little bit and winces seeing you scribble a map with a very fancy fountain pen. But it absolutely shows like the fair is right here. and then we go that way, and then there's like a creek and a big forest, and this is a rock for scale, and it's just an actual rock. Like, as you take off, she goes back and closes her eye and says, dragons are known to arrive when they deem it suitable. And she like looks one eye knowingly at Bandito and says, close the flap on your way out.
Right.
Jeremy, leave my pen.
I'm just like,
listen to your auntie.
Yes.
Okay. At that point, Bandito will pull out his flame tongue great axe now, and light it on fire and say, my axe of flame tongue will light the way, niños. Vámonos. You have the map, Fletch. Fletch, I just called you Fletch. You have the map, Fetch.
Mr. Bandito, I have a question.
Yes, yes, Astrid.
Are we gonna need snacks for this? It
always.
seems it's like a very long. Okay.
Always snacks, and in fact, oh, sorry, you had something in mind.
No, they just start going through and seeing like what kind of things they have, like taken some of the like fair foods. There is a pouch just for fried fair foods. It is a little bit drippy at this point, but it's separated. So the gumdrops are not getting mixed up with the greasy foods, and the sprinkles are all by themselves, but they're digging through and they're just taking inventory of what they have to offer.
Excellent. Excellent. Let me have these snacks and I will divvy them accordingly.
Just hands you the greasy sack.
I just take everything, and I'm gonna cast Goodberry, and I'm gonna like wave my hands over it and say, magic spell. The barbarians are not very good at this kind of thing, but we'll do what we can. And then I give 2 little greasy covered ichor gumdrops to everybody, so everybody has a couple of good berries on them.
Beautiful.
Good thinking, Gumdrop.
Can
I call you Gumdrop?
Goody gumdrops. That said, as you leave, Bandito, you feel a buzz on your bum all of a sudden.
And nickel for every time. Sorry,
reaching inside a well-placed, stitched-on pocket of that loincloth, you see your mobile phone, and it says like, stall the kids for an hour. We're still getting set up.
Excellent. Right. So this map, Fetch, it's important. If we are to find the dragon, first we need to earn the dragon's attention, correct? Meaning that we must engage in perhaps some dragon minions or something to make a name for ourselves, yes?
Freckles, aren't you good at getting attention? You're really good at just does a pirouette.
Freckles?
Freckles, that was your cue.
That
does you
looking at this stream.
Did I do it?
Yeah.
Oh. Did I do it wrong? And it's just kind of like going back and forth from one foot to another.
I think it looks pretty good. I think you're doing it right.
Let us perhaps dance our way into the forest nearby to see if there is
called the double wave.
I like it.
Okay.
The
yes.
little bird on the top is just hanging on for dear life.
But we have some work to do with the dancing, but we'll get to that. Right. Why don't we explore the forest and see if there are any dragon minions in there that we might be able to do battle with to get the attention of their master?
I love it.
Fetch will just be like, that's this way, and start very confidently
Yes, excellent.
in a
Lead the way,
direction
Finch.
that he's pretty sure is that direction.
Astrid is following and doing like the equivalent of a Naruto run, but is like going and wants Fetch to be in the lead. So it's like going forward and like looping around Fetch and coming backwards and like going around and occasionally just tossing more little sprinkles around.
Amazing.
I love it. What do we call it? Humber, the pigeon, is just like following along, enjoying themselves immensely. And as we leave the fairgrounds, there's a din behind you of as you leave a populated area. It is very much kids on an adventure. You have left town. All of the fried treats and everything and trappings of modern society that you still see are left behind you. And you've entered the bush because you jumped over the creek and you're going into the bush, just on a walkabout. And as you do, the costumes that you're wearing are costumes. They are not adventuring gear. And you're like, this like felt is kind of sweaty on my face, and like, these fairy wings are not ergonomic for like also wearing a backpack at the same time. And you feel that a little bit, but all of that is set aside as you see this beautiful glistening rainbow coming off of a little waterfall next to the creek. And it's just a little rainbow. It's just a little guy, but it's just enough to bolster your spirits as you go forward. And you find yourselves entering into a big area where a wide copse of trees is carved out with the biggest tree that you've ever seen. And I'm going to jump you over to a map, and then we'll carry on.
It's happening.
I'm just going to adjust the encoding preset here for a sec to help out the folks that were.
Good chance to maybe, possibly upgrade.
There we go. Yeah, there we go. And beautiful. I like it. Going to a faster encoder, and we'll see if that helps out at all. Where? See if that's helps sending to the stream. It could also be that because we haven't changed anything from when we did the 100-acre battle, Restream might be having some issues at this point. But that said,
there's stuff we can do as well. If it's necessary, I can stream my screen of the six of us. We wouldn't have them, but that I streamed just 2 days ago and it worked fine. So we have options.
Like worst case scenario, we can jump everybody onto Twitch. It's a thing.
Cool.
It shouldn't be a problem, but it would give, if we drop it down to just one, it makes it faster for everybody. That said, can you guys see what's on the screen now?
That's a big tree.
I see the big. Oh, that is a very big tree.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
It is the world tree. I have been searching for the physical manifestation of my world tree my whole life. And here it is.
It's the wise tree, the old tree.
Indeed.
She said something about a love tree.
You'll notice that I have not moved the everybody else over just yet. I'm just adjusting the opacity for all of our token view. There we go. Now, that said, seeing before you this massive tree, and you hear a voice in the distance And it says, "Who has come here looking for advice from the great wise old wolf tree?"
We have.
Yes, Freckles, you have a high charisma. Why don't you speak for us?
Yeah, I won't behave the way I normally do when I see a big tree.
This is your chance to shine.
And I will prance to the tree. I am Freckles, the great dancer. And who are you, Mr. Tree? What's your name?
There are those that call me... It's Tim. It's Tim, your neighbor.
Oh, hey, Tim.
Hey, buddy.
Mr. Tim.
That's better. You guys on an adventure?
Yeah. Have you seen any dragons?
Gives a knowing look over at Bandito.
A really cool magic person told us that there would be a tree that is in a hole and there's a bogs and we'd have to go on a valley ho-woe and that dragon treasure would be somewhere at the end of that. And maybe that's you. Is that you?
And we want to fight a dragon.
Yeah.
You want to fight a dragon?
Mm-hmm.
My goodness. I see. Well, if you want to fight a dragon, he looks down and makes a face as though he's considering something. On the front of this tree, there's a massive... It's made out of plywood and paper mache, but it's shaped like to try and resemble Treebeard a little bit. And Tim is just like literally behind it, like kind of moving a piece of plywood for you guys. And he's got like a little nutcracker pull on the back, so the mouth kind of opens and shuts. He's like, "You're very, very early, but yeah, no, there's... if you want to fight a dragon, you must, of course, first prove yourselves worthy. We can't just send every adventurer off to be fed to a dragon. That wouldn't be any fun." I
could jump in the air and twist around twice.
I've got lots of snacks I can give to the dragon so it doesn't have to eat us.
That is indeed very impressive. However, I feel you may need to prove your valor first by doing a good deed, for only heroes are allowed to slay dragons. It's a whole big thing. The government said so. So it must be true.
I hate the government.
Right? And the guy holding the plywood sighs and is like, "You and me both, kid. You and me both." And says, "I have a quest for you. What I need you to do is help me, Tim, the great wise old wolf tree, out. For I have an affliction, and it requires brave heroes to cure it. Specifically, I got bumworms."
Oh.
What?
He has a dog.
Oh, right. Yeah, of course.
I thought those were roots on the map.
Yeah, me too.
So above board, as the kids are standing here in front of what is truly a really massive tree and has roots all over, there's a bunch of like paper mache stuff spread out all over the roots. And he's like, "Hold on a minute. I got it." And you hear a and then a compressor starts up in the back. And he's like, "Give it a minute." And it idles up and then it starts to idle down a little bit. And you see attached to the roots, these little like tendrils start blowing like an inflatable bouncy castle. And he's like, "Only those that slay these foes will have a chance at fighting a dragon. Prove your worth, valiant heroes." And in your in-game, the forced perception of this is you're standing in front of a massive tree. And the mouth opens up and you hear a rattle start to shake. It sounds almost like a rattlesnake or a baby rattle or something. And above board, you see him behind there, and he's just like shaking an actual like shaker or a baby rattle. But in game, you see this mouth open, and stepping forward in front of you, out of this thing, is this massive 4-legged winged creature that it doesn't have eyes. It looks like something that maybe one of you drew at some point. Where its eyes are, there's just blooming flowers, a long mane of hair, sharp, fierce talons. And coming off the end of it is a long, snaking worm that connects down into the ground, touching the roots of this tree. And as it moves and it shakes its head and it goes, you see the roots kind of shiver and rise up and start whipping back and forth. And with that, your quest is set before you. I need everybody to roll initiative.
Right.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Dingleworms, just dog stuff, according to chat.
It's just dog stuff.
And
What was that
dog
chat's
stuff.
idea? Was that chat's like?
could everyone please add 3 to their initiative?
Ooh,
Of
yes.
course.
I'm in.
Amazing. I'm going to. So I apologize to chat. You're going to see some character sheets coming up here for a moment. Normally I run it in separate browsers, but in this case, I'm just going to run it in one.
Keep it nice and simple.
Keep it nice and simple.
Yeah.
Make
We
everything
did
as
well on initiative. Wow, 15 being the lowest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all did
And
really good.
we need to add 3, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
technically
mine
mine
should
is
be 21.
4. Yeah, mine's 14. Then
Okay.
with the extra +3.
I changed mine.
I don't see Astrid.
It's because I didn't. Because I did the thing and didn't do the other thing.
You didn't click the thing. So total
Yeah.
Astrid's is
Total would be 14 because I can do
14.
math. Yeah.
all righty. And here we go. We're gonna call this Bumworm Emperor. There we go.
The best thing to hear.
The
best
Bromwell
thing.
Emperor. That was my name in high school.
You know, there we go. Got her beat. Bumworm Emperor also got a 15. What's Hank? What's your
Hank
dex?
20.
Oh yeah,
It's a
Bumworm
+5.
Emperor
Yeah.
is absolutely going after Hank. And then there we go. Last one. The Tainted Roots roll. And that's going to be
Bumworms and tainted roots. Jeez.
there's that. I mean,
How
Yeah.
sad.
what are we gonna do if not Bumworms and Tainted Roots? There we are. So you see before you, the tree itself appears to be struggling, fighting internally against something as this creature rises out from it. And as it strikes that worm-like tail down into the ground with that rattling sound that continues to emanate, not just from it, but from, it feels like the tree itself. And from all of these 4 cardinal direction roots coming out, those roots seem to start, as they move back and forth, emitting some kind of pollen or gas. Above board, somebody turned on the smoke machine, and it's coming out of the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man that are attached to the roots. But in game, it seems to be this vile miasma, this yellow and gray smoke that's coming out. There we go. And tainted roots. There we are. Beautiful. Yeah, I'll just use the one there. Y'all ready for this? I believe Freckles is going to be leading us off.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I think I will be casting a spell. So
Ooh. What kind of spell will you be casting?
I shall be doing a command spell on this guy right in front of me.
All right.
And I will be telling him, I think I'll just be telling him to fall prone.
Oh, Wisdom save DC 17.
Yeah.
That would be a 28. Would you like to burn a D20 in the pool to get him to roll at disadvantage?
He got a 28.
He most certainly did.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he's probably going to save if I have him re-roll. So
yeah.
I think we'll just let that one go.
I will remind you and everybody else, you are all level 11. And the things that are going to be challenging for 5 level 11 characters made by 4 optimizers and somebody with a bird.
It's me.
And I don't say that in a disparaging way. We talked about this earlier.
Oh no. No. I knew who I was.
Some of these things are taking your individual talents into consideration. So it passes the save, and Freckles, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
You're looking to beat a DC 18.
Well, I likely will not. 8.
That is an 8. Would you like to roll with advantage using one of the dice in the pool?
No, I'm not going to make that save anyway.
So using the Bumworm Emperor, using its rattle ability, it constantly rattles its tail when in combat, and every creature that starts its turn within 60 feet of it and that can hear it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become frightened until the start of its next turn.
As a reminder, we have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Most certainly do.
Because of a Hero's Feast.
No, Hero's Feast doesn't do that anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
Really? But it does make you immune to frightened.
It makes you immune to frightened. So
I didn't need to do that save in the end.
All right.
Yeah. Wow.
So we'll ignore that. There's just a constant rattle that's going on in the background. And the pigeon that absolutely ate into that feast is also immune. 100%. And I know that Humber was a hog in the original game, but we have a familiar that is a pigeon. That's why I'm using Humber as Humber the pigeon right now. That said, a crying kid runs in, and you now must also protect them. So give me a moment. Due to some chaos and entropy donations, there's 2 extra healing potions in the pool, and there is a small child that has been tossed into battle and doesn't know what's going on, and it's going to be this little kid right here. He's just a little guy.
Oh my gosh, the face!
Yeah,
he is just a little guy.
That's so good.
He is just a little guy.
Look at that. Just this little guy.
Meister Hypester originally did this one. This was originally Chris. And I'm like, this is the reference picture that I gave. And he's like, I totally didn't see that. And all right, here you go. You get an extra little doggy artwork. This little guy's name is Lemon. That's Lemon is the son of Tartan Meringue, we'll say. And he's running and he sees you guys all have like swords, and there's like a bunch of blowing stuff, and the compressor is really loud. And he's like, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. And kind of like steps behind you guys. And the in game, you see this massive looming creature kind of flex its wings back and forth and beat them up and down, and it shoots off some of this miasma in your general direction. Seeing this prey, this scared little kid that's there. And what would heroes do in this scenario? They would absolutely stand up and fight. So, Freckles, you burned an action to command. You didn't have to make a wisdom saving throw because Hero's Feast, and that's awesome.
My turn is over.
Okay, nothing for a bonus action or anything else?
Don't have any. Nope.
You are a bard.
Give out inspiration, but I want to keep it for initiatives.
Okay, that's fair. Bandito, you're up.
Okay. Sorry, what was the new kid's name? Lemon?
Lemon.
Lemon. Lemon. Limon. Welcome welcome to our fight. Stay behind, everybody else. We are fighting this creature, this monster. But thank you for coming to help us. And Bandito is going to move over here. He's going to kind of skirt around the creature here, and then I would like to rage. Oh, I have
Absolutely.
to sing. I am raging, now I'm raging. And then
Caroline. I love it.
And then I will recklessly attack with my great axe this winged beast. So that is with advantage. Does the advantage show up? It's not showing up, is it? I'll just do it again. Okay, so 22 to hit.
On the creature right in front of you?
Yes, the big purple.
A 22 will absolutely hit the Bumworm Emperor.
The Bumworm Emperor, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, and then this is a flame tongue, but I don't think it's going to add. Oh, does it? Firewall sword is ablaze. Yes, it does. And Great Weapon Master. Oh, how nice. Just added them all together for me. 100%. I got a 1 and a 2 from my 2d6. Jeez. Okay, so yeah, that's 17 damage.
Amazing. I like it.
With 3 of which was fire, if that matters.
It does not. Was any of it acid or cold damage?
No.
All right. So 17 damage. 17 damage. Also, you can thank Kirby and Dungeon Mom Anale for bumworms. For the villainous reskin.
Thank you.
Thanks for the bumworms, guys.
Thanks. Do we have to thank them for that?
I mean, you could.
Can we blame them for it?
You're going to have bumworms and you're going to thank us.
No, thank you. Thanks for the
And
donation.
Australia's going to pay for it. No. Chris, if you could add 2d20 to the advantage and disadvantage pool.
Sure.
And then Julia, the villainous reskin that you added in, it doesn't say in a comment what you'd like it reskinned as. So if you want to throw it in the YouTube chat or in the Twitch chat, I'll keep an eye out for it.
I'm going to make my second attack, if that's okay, unless there's some sort of... Okay. Second attack is either a 21 or a 25.
Either of those would hit.
That hits. I do... Oh, wait. You know what? It's not adding my rage. Is it adding my rage damage? It's probably not, huh?
Let's take a look.
So
do you have rage turned on your D&D Beyond character sheet? I know that changed.
I didn't know that you could do that.
You can do that now.
It's like a toggle thing.
Yeah, you have to activate it.
It is not being added, by the way.
Where is it?
In the character sheet itself. Yeah.
I'll work on that later.
Sure.
But for now, they needed to take 2 more damage. Rage doesn't scale until 9, right?
Yeah.
So 2 more damage from the first attack, and then this second attack was much better. 20, what is that? 26 plus 2, 28 damage, 5 of which was fire.
I like it. It does not seem to care whether it's fire or anything else for stipulating on this guy in particular.
Got it.
All right. That's a bonus action and your attacks. Anything else for you?
Nope, I'm done.
All right. Bandito, though, as you entered into... you got reasonably close, kind of flanking around this big creature that's rattling everything. As you got within 20 feet of the Gnasher there, that wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube bumworms over in the corner, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. No advantage, correct?
No advantage. You're just immune to frightened.
It's just a 14.
All right. That is not a success. Would you like to burn a die?
Could I burn a D6?
Nope. So it's D6s are for damage and healing rolls.
I mean, I rolled a 13. I've only got a +1 to my save. I think I'm probably unlikely to succeed here. So
you do also have heroic inspiration from the entertainer feat as well.
But again, I don't know that a reroll unless I get super lucky.
Yeah.
Sorry. First question. I didn't think about this, but is this would you consider this creature to be within 5 feet of the one that I attacked? Because if so, I can cleave them. Okay, they're not.
No, it is not. It is as you see on the map, that creature is way over here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was looking at a different one. I thought you meant this guy.
Yeah, the big red faced tree is 100% just like they represent this big tree that's in front that is looking down upon you like, oh, I hope you guys could win, as this vestigial creature.
It's the world tree. Like I said,
this
is my
or it's the great Deku tree or something like that. Like I need you to clean out the bumworms in my body so I can go back to being a real cool tree, guys. Okay, thanks.
Got it. I forgot to mention also, sorry, first time playing this character. When I rage, I get temporary hit points. I added them to myself, and I was going to give the other 8 to Gumdrop because she seems the most in need.
I have a few of them.
Of temp HP.
You said 8?
So you've got 8 temp HP.
Great.
Gumdrop. And anyways, okay, sorry. I failed my wisdom save.
Oh, okay. My wife is gonna make your lives a little challenging.
Let's go.
So you failed your wisdom save. I need you to roll me a D8, please, Colby.
Okay. I can do that.
How many levels you lose?
Yo.
3.
3.
All right. So on a 3, due to the horrible gnashing of the tainted roots, you would be stunned until the end of the turn.
Oof. The end of the current turn or the round?
So the end of this round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm recklessly. I'm reckless anyway. They're going to have advantage on their attacks.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
So the
Although
reward.
I can't use a reaction now. Dang it. Okay.
Yep.
Sorry.
So the reward that came in, every time the party deals damage for the rest of this combat, I'm going to put a limit on this. It activates dance mode.
Okay.
And Colby understands what that means.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, every time somebody hits, the audience is asking for the party to like do this and give a little dance every time somebody hits. So that said, is that the rest of that's all Bandito's turn?
Yep, I'm done, and I'm stunned.
And you're stunned. Fetch, you're up.
Cool.
With your pot helmet.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a little step closer. We're just gonna keep things simple. I'm gonna pull my weapon. The rare weapon that I chose was the Sunblade. Which, as I said, I just grabbed a couple toys. So this is like one of those like Star Wars lightsabers that you like it extends. I didn't have a medieval sword, and I'm going to I guess first and foremost just make an attack with that. So we'll see how this goes.
Beautiful. Also, as you're rolling your attack, Colby, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, you are being stunned are incapacitated, which ends your rage.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That is correct.
Thanks, math guy Dave.
Thanks, math guy Dave. That's right up there with the bumworms.
Oh no.
I like it. So, Fetch, what do you got?
So yeah, my first attack is going to be a 19 to hit.
On the Bumworm Emperor?
Yes.
Absolutely. 19 hits.
Cool. So that's going to be a D8 plus 5. So that's 9 damage.
9 damage. Dance mode activates.
Yeah. Do a little dance. Make a little love.
That's the first attack.
Tonight.
Was that? Were you just swinging a sword, or were you using a cantrip? You're an Eldritch Knight, right?
I sure am. That was just a regular attack. I am going to use a weapon or a spell here in a second.
Okay.
Because unless this is different now, Eldritch Strike, you can replace one of your attacks with a cantrip, right?
You can. Yep.
Cool. And it has disadvantage on the saving throw because I hit it with a melee attack first, as per Eldritch Strike.
I like it.
So we're going to try and use a spell called Mind Sliver.
Yes, Mind Sliver. What's the spell save DC?
He wants to make a 16.
That is a natural 20. Would you like to burn a die to give him
disadvantage?
Oh,
because I hit him first.
Oh, that's smart. Look at you.
This is a wisdom save?
This is an intelligence save.
Intelligence. Oh, that's not nearly as good. That's an 18 for him. He's only got a +1.
That is a success, I believe.
Okay.
18 with disadvantage? Yikes.
Yep. I rolled a nat 20 and a 17.
Yeah.
Cool. How many dice do we have in the pool?
The 20s? Well, either way, we have 8.
Yeah.
8 and 8.
8?
Oh yeah, we're good.
Reroll that.
They are meant
Reroll
to be
that.
used.
We have 8 in the pool. Yeah, he can reroll that.
All right.
Super disadvantage.
That is a 6.
Cool.
Hey.
That is a failure.
Beautiful.
So yeah, so he's gonna take 5. Oh my god, 11. 14 psychic damage.
Yes, he does.
And he
14
loses...
psychic damage.
Oh yeah.
Are you dancing for damage or just for a hit?
Oh yeah,
just for
this
damage.
is a very just for damage, not for a successful hit. We're celebrating damage or hits. Well,
and
Colby was doing his dancing off screen. That's all.
So now the next time he makes a saving throw, he has to subtract a d4 from it.
Yes, he has been microbaned.
Yeah,
I love it.
Cool. And we're just gonna keep it chill for now. I'm not gonna do anything else. That's the end of my turn.
Hank, you're
okay. I think Hank's gonna start with he's gonna charge forward. He's got like this big twirling stick, which is a double blade scimitar, just in case anyone's interested, with the Revenant Blade feat. I can actually attack from 10 feet away thanks to the try and hit with that, and I think I'll burn one of our d20s. Take this at advantage.
All right, go for it.
So close for a 28 to hit, and I'll say, look as it worms its way into your heart as I kind of stab him right through the.
There goes the puns.
Initial pun. Gonna be a lot of Aussie puns. Ironically, you are the least dangerous piece of Australian wildlife I've ever seen.
It is. How much damage?
48.
48
and if
damage.
If he moves before the end of his next turn, more than 5 feet willingly, he will trigger another 2d8 thunder damage. The initial 11 damage of that is thunder. I don't know if that is relevant.
It is not in this case.
Okay, cool. Then I'll follow that up with...
He has some damage immunities, but you guys haven't touched on them yet.
Nice, yeah. I'll follow that up with a. I think I'll make use of the magic item chat send over. I'm going to expend one use of the wand of magic missiles, which I think I'll be carrying in my tail because I've got a Ioun tennis ball in my mouth now. And yes, can he give me a wisdom saving throw to avoid polymorph?
Absolutely, yes.
Good, great, good.
And he's going to have a minus D4.
He has a -4.
He has a full -4 on this.
Sorry, minus D4, isn't it? From mine.
Yeah. But I rolled a 4 on the.
Oh, okay, great.
Is this going to be at disadvantage? He said.
Can we use it retroactively? Should I roll and then see?
Yeah, it's up to you.
Yeah. Roll. Yeah, throw on a disadvantage. Why not? We got loads.
All right.
Yeah, take one more down. Give him disadvantage.
At disadvantage, that pulls to a 24 down to a 20 because it has -4. This thing appears to have a +10 to its wisdom saving throw and con saves.
+10.
Yep.
That's crazy. Okay, well, it was worth a try.
Thanks, Kobold Press, for designing this monster and letting me use it several times.
Hey, it was only a bonus action. We got plenty more charges where they came from.
Yeah, exactly.
I will then move, I think, back 5, 10, 15, and I'll kind of put a hand on Lemon's shoulder, paw on Lemon's shoulder. I'll just say, don't worry. If we die, it'll be quick. And I'll pat him.
I love it.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. With
Hank, you
that,
need to work on your comforting skills.
Astrid, you're up.
Okay. So I have realized I have 100,000 things, and I'm trying to make sure that I understand what all of them do. So I think that what Astrid's going to do first is going to using my wonderful connection with my best friend, the Tooth Fairy. I'm going to Misty Step, using my Steps of the Fae, and I would like to attempt to get quote unquote in this tree, to give myself a little bit of a height advantage. My assumption
Absolutely.
is there's like a ladder or some boxes that under adult supervision I can clamber up on top of.
So in game, as you're looking around, you guys are engaged in fierce battle, and Astrid reaches into this little like satchel that is covered in sequins and goes like pocket sand,
Basically,
like pocket confetti, and seems to disappear. And above board,
Yes.
what we see is a small child goes and
pocket confetti.
spreads confetti and then books it to the tree and like
Yes.
clambers up a little like ladder onto some scaffolding and is now standing beside Tim, who's just like shaking a rattle and like moving a mouth. And like
As
he's pulling a pulley to move the root system back and forth.
as part of this, I'm going to make this a disappearing step, so I have the invisible condition till the start of my next turn.
I like it.
And then I'm going to, unless it has changed tremendously, I'm going to attack from an invisible position.
Yeah.
And I'm going to point at this big thing, immediately lose invisibility after I attack, but am going to cast Poison Spray and just start throwing these like it's like the kind of candy that you find on the bottom of the Halloween bucket that nobody wants. It's that weird off-brand stuff that like it's fine if you're like an adult and don't have the sweet tooth of a young
like
child.
Witch kisses and like
the
weird
it's
starburst.
the ones that are really bad if you're a kid. But I would like to cast Poison Spray from my invisible position.
I like it. Thankfully, and this was on purpose, every person on this channel or on this stream has commented at one point or another about how many things are immune to poison and why poison is terrible. And I deliberately picked a monster that was thematically appropriate and is not immune to poison.
We love that for us.
So
we do.
What a hero.
You can call this spell the herbicide spell.
I like it.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click Poison Spray on your sheet.
Do I have advantage because I'm invisible?
Yes, you do.
I love that for us. 25. I believe that's a natural 20.
That is a natural 20.
yeah.
It is a critical hit. Interesting tidbit. How many D6s are in the pool right now?
There are 8.
So any D6s that you pull from the pool also get doubled when you add them to your damage.
Want to just add 8?
I can if that is cool with y'all, because this is going to be,
make it
I don't see us
3d12
doing that.
doubles.
It's better than a critical for
Absolutely.
the D6s. So.
We don't want to.
Okay,
We don't want to
excellent.
overkill. How many hit points does this thing have? Well, I
Well,
guess better safe than
well,
sorry.
let's hit it hard.
Indeed.
All right, so that's regular damage. I should have done this in a more economic way, but that's okay. So it's are we doing double dice or just double the amount rolled?
You double the number of dice that you're going to roll.
Double the number of dice. So it's going to be
Yeah.
6d12.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to we're just going to roll 3 more.
That's strange that it didn't
Yeah, it
double
didn't.
your...
Yeah. Oh, I don't think I actually did crit, actually. I think it was because I rolled it at advantage. It just marked it as a green tick because it looks like it's 13 plus 7 and 18 plus 7. So
That
it
makes
wasn't a
sense.
crit.
Okay.
So I won't use all of the
All right.
D6s.
Okay.
Do you
Because
want me to
that would
use,
be-
like, half of them?
Mm,
I could use 4.
throw a few
Okay.
in there.
Go for it.
All right. Cool.
So roll 4d6.
Perfect.
I like it.
So
extra
31.
Dance mode activates, and you do an extra 31 points of damage to this thing.
Poisoned.
Yeah. And it is poisoned now, I believe. Or is
I
it
don't
just poison damage
think
for the new
so.
cantrip?
It's just poison. It's just poison
Okay.
damage according to what I see.
Okay. Boop. There we go. It's looking a little rough. And it sticks its tail down into the ground and it starts to rattle it and shake it. And you see the tendrils start to come to life and move back and forth around more so than they were before.
Excellent.
Anything else for you? You are now visible.
Yes. I am double checking what my familiar can do because I forgot that I had them. So I believe can I do they get their own initiative or do they go on mine and I can use an action / bonus action to have them do things? Anyone wants to
Technically,
jog my memory?
Humber runs their own initiative.
Okay.
But for ease of just the fight, it can go on your initiative. That's fine.
Okay.
Familiars exist to grant advantage on one thing and to be sacrificial pigeons for later.
True. That's
there are
true.
always more pigeons.
Okay. So for now, I don't have a bonus action anyway. I don't have any more because I did that as a spell. So for now, I will simply exist up here and toss the remnants of my stinky candy at this big monster.
Having your
And that will be
familiar
my turn.
go and do a thing is its own turn, though. So it doesn't take a bonus action if you want to grant advantage for somebody else.
Ooh. Yes. So my last toss, I'm gonna look up at my wonderful new best friend, Humbert, and say, do you like this? And we'll hold up just like a handful of like it's Chex Mix, but it's like what we here in the States call puppy chow. So it's Chex and it's just corn cereal covered in peanut butter and powdered sugar and chocolate. So it's not sticky. It's just sugary. Here, and we'll throw
And
that
delicious.
and send the familiar over to give someone basically use the help action or equivalent on that.
Beautiful. I like
Get
it.
over here.
And
And
again,
that's me.
for ease of running, the next person that physically attacks the thing will have an advantage to hit it.
Yes.
Rather than calling it out to a specific person. So
yeah.
Well, it's the Bumworm Emperor's turn.
Oh, good.
And the Bumworm Emperor has had enough. And it's going to it pulls its long tendril out of the ground and it shakes it off, and it's a little wet for some reason. And it levels it forward like a scorpion tail, pointed at Fetch, Freckles, and Hank. Lemon will not be harmed because Lemon has not bought into the game yet. And I need Fetch, Freckles, and Hank to all roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You don't want to. Oh yeah, Freckles, Fetch, and Hank. So okay. So not the stunned barbarian.
Not the stunned barbarian. It's going in a different direction.
The cone.
It's going a 60-foot cone.
That's a 6, baby.
Ooh.
You
I'm gonna reroll that, I think. 22. Yeah, I burned a single point of a D20 there.
Yeah.
I thought I could do a bit better than that.
I'm gonna use my indomitable reroll also, I think.
Sounds good.
At 11.
Oh, let's go. That's a 23.
All right.
We did great.
So Hank, looks like you succeeded. Freckles, what'd you get?
24.
24. All right. You all succeeded. So you're going to be taking half. I don't believe, except for Will. Will is going to be taking nothing because of evasion.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Nice.
So aside from you nimbly dodging out of the way, as Tim from behind the curtain pulls a little rope, and you see this, Astrid, and you see a sprinkler pop up out of the ground near where the roots are, and it starts going like with a super soaker going, spraying green slime all over everybody as its toxic nectar sprays upon you. That's going to be 45 points of acid damage, halved if you made your save, or nothing if you're Hank.
Astrid,
so
don't
Glad
forget,
I
I
got-
gave you eight temporary hit points.
I'm up in the tree, baby.
Yeah.
I didn't take any of that, thankfully.
that
Well,
is
that's
just
good.
Fetch and
Oofa, doofa.
Freckles.
I'm glad I got up in this tree. Let me tell you.
43 halved. Okay, so
Yeah.
21.
45 halved to 22.
Oh, 22.
And with that, it's also going to bear these massive claws, and it starts swaying around as a rope pulls into this wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man, and it sends it coming down, and it slams into Fetch. Fetch, we're gonna go boop. That's gonna hit you. Would you like to burn a die to have it potentially not hit you?
I would like to parry that if I can,
Okay.
because one of my feats that I took was the defensive duelist feat.
All right. So burning your reaction, you're going to add, is it your proficiency bonus
It's my
now?
proficiency bonus. Yeah.
So 4. What's that bring your AC to?
So that will bring my AC up to 23.
All right. It's still going to hit you.
Son of a gun.
Oh, I would like to use my reaction.
Okay, sure.
To use my one of my feat spells. I would like to silvery barbs the attack on this lovely individual.
All right.
Heck yeah.
Silvery barbs.
Ah,
Okay.
silvery barbs.
Love it.
I have re-rolled, and we will take the worst. It's still gonna hit.
Dang it.
With
But
silvery
that's
barbs,
okay, because I
but-
can give advantage to
Yeah.
someone. Geez. Y'all are in a state.
Give it to Hank, I think.
Yeah. Hank,
Rogues make
have
good use of
advantage.
advantage.
Sneak attack
Have,
throw.
have
Yeah.
advantage. So attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
All right. So it's still gonna hit. That's gonna be 21 points of slashing damage and 8 points of acid damage.
Is
So
that all?
29
Okay,
total
cool.
to Fetch.
Perfect.
All right. That's its first attack. Second attack, it's going to swing that claw down into Freckles. And
Ah!
Freckles, that's going to be a crit.
Oh no, I should have
I
saved
will
my
definitely
silvery
use the
bobs.
D20 to have them re-roll that.
All right. It's going to re-roll the attack. That is now a 16.
That's not even close.
All right, fair enough. And what does it look like when Freckles dodges in the form of dance?
Well, basically, they're on their way down, and I start doing interpretive dance,
I like
and they're
it.
so mesmerized they forget they were even attacking.
That's amazing. Keeping in mind too that y'all do have the Wand of Heavy kicking around as well. That said, that's the Bum Emperor's turn, and it's time for the Roots. All 4 of them, and they start wiggling on the ground and moving forward and moving in closer and moving in closer and moving in closer. Only one of them is close enough right now to attack, and they're going to be attacking Bandito. Bandito
I'm
is
not
going to
afraid
get.
of you. I am in symbiosis with trees. You do not frighten me, Root.
As the root flails back and forth, it's going to start in with some claw and bite attacks, and everybody sees Bandito above board is very much like a very tall dude, but is on his knees at this point, being like, "Ha ha!" Being pummeled back and forth by a bunch of like bouncy castle things. And let's take a look. It's going to attack you 3 times.
Okay.
First attack is going to hit. That's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, my AC is 17.
All right. So that's going to be 13 points of piercing damage and 12 points of force damage on top as you are bludgeoned by an inflatable.
None of which I resist because I'm stunned.
Because you're stunned.
Oh no.
The second attack is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Hits. At any point, if you'd like me to, if you want to burn a dice out of the pool, you tell me.
I mean, 17 AC. I don't know.
All right.
Let's keep going. I'll save him.
All right. That's going to be 18 points more damage.
Okay.
And then the third attack is going to be a 21.
Hits.
And that's going to be 31 points of damage total.
Sweet.
Wham, wham,
All right,
wham.
I'm down to 71. I'll change that here on the.
And as it hits you, you see this thing. It seems to start to glow a little bit. Like the combat has bolstered it. And Astrid, above board, you see that Tim, he's like, oh, I forgot. And he plugs a USB into a battery bank. And you see the lights in the roots start to like trickle and light up. All 4 of those rooted creatures seem to be glowing now.
I didn't know you knew magic too.
Too right. And yeah, that's the roots turn. It seems to have some kind of dampening effect on your sword, just tangentially, Bandito. And we'll get to that. Freckles, you're up.
All right. I think it's pretty obvious what I should do. So I am pulling out the staff and 25 hit points, everyone.
All right.
Amazing.
And that is not casting a spell, correct?
Well, it
This is a
doesn't.
spell.
I didn't expend a spell slot anyway. But so I guess I could cast a bonus action spell, but I don't have bonus action spells.
I'm specifically asking, are you casting like Mask Cure Wounds? Are you at
Yes, it's Mask Cure
Okay.
Wounds.
All right. So as you reach the staff in the air and go to cast it, the lights in these roots flash for a moment, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
No.
I don't wanna.
It's DC 16
And this is something that's coming from the roots, is that right?
from the roots. Yeah.
Okay.
This is a concentration check. Oh yeah. No.
You do not
11.
pass. 11. Would you like to burn a die to have advantage on that? You do have heroic inspiration.
I do not have heroic inspiration. I only had enough to give it to everyone else.
Okay.
Oh no.
You do have dice in the pool.
Very heroic, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try one more. Yeah, my odds aren't great. I'll try one more time.
All right.
Come on.
Nope.
Did you make a full caster without Warcaster?
I took Warcaster, but
But
Caster
yeah.
doesn't help Constitution saves. It just only helps
Yeah.
concentration saves.
Concentration saves, yeah.
That's right. Yeah. Or without Resilient Con, I guess. Yeah. All right. So as Freckles raises the staff and it glows with
All
mighty
right, everyone,
power.
take that 25 hit points back.
Yeah. You see the lights from the stick, and maybe it's like one of those coin operated like Halloween wands. It goes out, and you see the light zoop back into the roots, and you see the bumworm emperor just goes like,
Oh,
That's
they
great.
stole the spell.
Oh no, that's so much worse.
That's so
Check.
much worse.
has a reaction of counterspell. They are based on the Aeorian something nullifiers.
But do they get to like cast the spell themselves when they countered it or something?
Not these ones, no.
Oh, okay, so it
Okay, so
didn't
it's just like-
heal. It didn't heal the bumworm emperor.
No, he
Got it, got it.
Okay, that's
Now,
better.
now, yeah. If
No.
you cast with a staff, are you using components? thought you didn't.
I don't believe you are.
So how are they counterspelling me if they don't see me cast a spell?
They actually have True Sight. They don't have eyes. They're just roots in the ground. They feel
Yeah,
magic
no, but
from
I'm not
anything that's
visible.
within.
I'm not doing any verbal or somatic or material components.
It's when a spell is cast within a 20-foot range of it, that
Okay.
creature casting the spell
Alrighty.
is how the thing is worded for it.
Then that
is
would
it
explain how they're doing
Oh
it.
boy, oh boy,
Very
oh boy,
good.
oh boy.
Okay.
It's totally
the other
vibes
side of it-
based.
Yeah,
100%.
They can vibe it out.
Getting arcane
Yeah.
vibes from over
Freckles.
there.
Yeah.
Are you Freckles? Are you ending your turn there? Chris?
Yeah.
All right. So because you're ending your turn there, I need you to roll me a wisdom save, please.
Okay.
I believe.
Nope, failed.
Colby.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's Will drawing all the
It's not
lines on
me.
the map.
Sorry,
I'm not drawing.
I was initially sorry. I didn't realize you could see that. I was initially drawing the route I was going to take, and then I got distracted.
I like it.
So sorry.
With a 12, Chris, I need you to roll me a d8, please.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
3.
3. With a 3, you are stunned until the end of the turn.
Okay.
And Colby, I should I'd said round for you, not turn.
Mhm.
Does that change? I might have misread that. Does that change anything for what happened last round? Because it was hitting you without advantage.
He would have had rage up.
Well, he still would
Oh
have been
no,
stunned.
you still would have lost rage.
Yeah. I mean, I had recklessly attacked
Yeah.
regardless. So
Okay.
whether I was stunned or not,
Yeah,
they
it was
have
still
advantage,
gonna happen. So Chris, you are stunned until the end of the turn.
Okay.
All right. With that, Bandito, you come to your senses after being boffered. Boffered is the technical term for what just
Yes.
happened.
Whew. These trees are not as nice as I was hoping. I'm going to rage again. Oh shoot, I have not been thinking of rage songs. I want to sing a Rage Against the Machine song, but now I'm like, jing, 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 jing,
This gets you. I won't do what you tell me.
F you,
This
I won't
gets
do
you.
it to tell me. This is a child-friendly stream.
Oh,
So
biscuit.
beep you, I won't do what you tell me. Evil
Biscuit, you.
poison inflicted bum worm. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just marking off another rage. And then I'm going to attack recklessly again.
Amazing.
Now I'm going to use my flame tongue great axe. Were you gonna tell me that something bad was gonna happen
Nope.
with that?
That was just me giving a hint as to the nature of what happened
There
with the
was
roots.
something counterspelly.
You see the flame just kind of like whimper a little bit.
Right. Okay, so 26 to hit against Bumworm Emperor.
Against Bumworm Emperor, not against the roots.
Correct.
All right. 26
this time.
absolutely hits Bumworm Emperor.
Okay. And it's gonna do that much damage plus rage, so 27 damage.
27 damage. All
And
right.
then I would like to make a cleave attack, but as we had discussed previously, hopefully this is still okay. I, as a dragonborn, because Bandito is
Mhm.
actually a blue dragonborn,
Yeah.
a blue Hewler dragonborn, I would like to breathe out lightning
Mhm.
in a cone here. So both of these two creatures, the roots and the Bumworm Emperor, need to make I believe it's a dexterity saving throw.
All right.
DC 14.
All right. The Bumworm Emperor is not terribly good at dexterity saving throws.
Okay.
That's a 5.
That's important information. I'm so glad we established this.
And the roots are a nat 1.
Nice.
Yep.
Okay, so they're going to take, I'm just going to roll 3d10 here. That didn't
Okay.
work like I wanted to.
No worries.
Hey, there we go. 19 damage.
19 damage.
Lightning damage, both of them.
Ooh.
All right. You see the Bumworm Emperor taking this lightning damage, and let me double check and make sure it's not. Yeah, no, it's fine. It takes this damage and it recoils back and forth. Is like, and what does this look like above board? How does Bandito do his dragon breath in a practical prop effect?
He fully just like he eats something like really nasty, and then he just lets out this belch. Yeah, and it's just like, just, you know.
Mom says you're not allowed to eat sauerkraut anymore because it gives you the burps. Yeah.
This is why your mom is not here.
Yeah. I love it.
So that I may embrace my full dragon potential.
I love it. That said, as you lay out this draconic breath, a couple of things happen. One, Dragon Knight 589 donates 2d20s into the advantage and disadvantage pool.
What's that roll up to? How many we got?
5.
Nice.
And at the same time, Lemon is reskinned into a grizzled champion from Monsters of the Multiverse with like a big old great sword.
Lemon's in now.
Lemon's in.
And has found his courage.
Welcome to the fight, Lemon.
Is added to the initiative.
Amazing.
And +2. With a 6 on the initiative order. There we go. And we'll have it go right before the Forest Emperor. Maybe they'll get a turn. We'll see. So as you exhale this burp, you actually hear from beside you, Astrid. Tim's like, "Oh, bud, no." And lets go of a rope, and you see the Emperor like fall flaccidly to the ground and go,
"No more. No mas bumworm.
No mas bumworms."
Okay, now I'm not done. Because as a hunter with the Horde Breaker feature, I now get to make an attack against an enemy that was within 5 feet. And I will do so. So against the roots, that is a 16 to hit.
All right. A 16 does not hit.
Shoot. I'm going to spend a D20. Somebody give me one.
All right.
Let's try that. Uno vez más. Oh my, for reals? What am I rolling here?
You can burn more if you want. They're in the pool to be spent.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it.
Come on. 22. Yeah. There we go.
22 absolutely hits. And for chat's benefit, Lemon's name in game now is like solid snack.
Snack. Solid snack.
The snack.
Snack.
Okay, I did.
Eye patch for some reason.
It's gonna be 22 damage with my rage. 22 damage to the root. I don't know if fire does fire matter against these roots.
Oh yes, actually.
10 of it was fire.
So it takes 5 fire damage.
Oh, it's resistant?
We have canonically established that they are full of sprinklers.
Aha.
Yep.
Okay. Anyways, so in that case, the total damage was 9 plus 8, 17, 19 total damage.
19 total damage. Beautiful.
And then I get one more attack because I still haven't used my attack from extra attack.
Excellent.
So here it comes with advantage. Jeez, these rolls. Gosh. Okay, how many D20s do we have left?
We have 3 left.
I'm using one more.
Do it.
So, sorry, I'm being selfish here.
You can do it.
18?
No,
18 does hit the tainted root. Just barely.
Okay. 4.
They're kind of like wet and slippery. So like you put your hand on it, you go, whoa, like a bouncy castle with a sprinkler that's too close to it. It's
all right. That
really
time
dangerous.
It was 16 damage total after the reduction from fire.
All right. 16 damage total. Beautiful.
And that is the end of my turn.
Amazing. Math guy Dave sends a donation. Chris and Colby get a shared vision of a combination of dance and song that is known to attract dragons. And we're gonna grab that immediately after. I get some dice in my pool, and Dan gives a submission of Bandito. You fought many wild beasts like this before. You know what happens when you forget, despite being in Australia. So maybe this is canonically bad. You've heard what happens in other countries when people don't put their sprinklers away when it gets cold, and it's very damaging. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Mm-hmm.
That said, is that your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Fetch, you're up. Oh, sorry, Bandito, you've ended your turn. Roll a wisdom save for me, please.
Oh, wisdom save. Come on, dude. Give me something good here. 16?
16 just makes it.
Woohoo!
You are fine. You're good.
I'm still raging.
You are still raging. If you need clarity on how far away, if you look on the actual stream, you can see the auras coming off of the thing for your characters. If you need to peek.
That's a lot of aura.
Yeah.
Cheating.
Oh,
There's
wow,
an
they're
aura
huge.
coming off of
Whoa.
each one of the roots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
that said, Fetch, you're up.
Okay. I guess I'll go over to this one. I'm going to use my bonus action to get some more health back. We're going to do a bit of a second wind about it.
Yeah.
Do that real quick. It's not amazing, but we're going to get 13 hit points back. Okay. Cool. And this one over here, I guess we'll just start with a regular attack, I suppose.
All right.
Let's see how that goes. Oh, that is 26. So I'm assuming that hits.
A 26 absolutely does.
Cool. So that's going to be 12 damage on the first attack.
What kind of damage?
This is radiant damage, if that matters.
It most certainly does. You rear back with your did you call it a pot lid and a spatula or something before? Like when you're like, I'm just heading out of the house, I gotta grab some armor.
Oh yeah, I mean that's his that's his normal sword. This though, he's got his lightsaber, his like extended
Good.
Okay. So with the non-canon owned by the mouse saber, you rear back and you bring it down onto this tainted root, and it goes boing and does 0 damage.
Oh, for the love.
0 radiant damage gets through.
Perfect.
Almost as though it were immune.
Well, then with my second attack, I guess I'll try and cast a firebolt.
They had resistance to that, so do you got anything better?
Oh, that's right.
Anything chili?
Anything
Maybe some
chili?
Chili?
Chili is the answer to this battle.
Chili is the
I guess we
answer.
could do a mind sliver because that see how they feel about psychic damage traditionally.
All
That's
right.
not really.
It's an intelligence saving throw, and they are not very good at those.
Yeah,
That's a. I'm gonna burn a die. That's a 15.
15 is a failure. They need a
All right.
Oh,
So
Nice.
it's gonna take some damage.
It's gonna take 2, 6, 9 points of psychic damage and
I
has
like
a negative D4 to its next save should it make one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Bandito, could you roll me a perception check, please?
Yes, I can.
Whether you can succeed, the chat is giving you some grief about.
Hey, come on. I took expertise in perception. Thank you very much with my canny from Ranger.
They're
That's
like
a 28.
Whoa.
No.
So you
Amazing.
notice as Fetch hits that inflatable root over there, that the one beside you wiggles and withers just a little bit. Almost like all 4 of them are sharing an HP pool.
Niños, I think that if we can just focus on one of these, it might kill all of them at the same time.
You got it. Just from like over top.
Yeah, just up in the tree.
So on my tippy toes.
I like it. Anything left for you, Fetch?
No, that was the end of my turn. That was action, bonus action. movement.
Beautiful.
I'm good.
Hank, you're up.
Yeah,
You have
I'll
advantage.
charge up. Yeah, I do. I'll charge up, twirling my stick, and I'll go for a regular old attack roll at advantage on this route here.
Perfect. As you're
Like
rolling
nat
that,
20.
Josiah, I also need you to roll me a wisdom save because you ended
Oh,
your turn
yeah.
there. Yeah.
We have
So-
4d6 in the pool, Will.
That is a
Yes, I
use
will
them
add
all.
them on.
So
Yeah.
roll an
5
extra
12,
8d6.
Also, I rolled an 18 on my wisdom save.
You're fine.
125.
So many D6s and 8s and the like.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Go, rogues, go.
Wait,
Go,
there's-
go,
it's-
gadget roads.
it says it's 48 plus 12d8.
Yeah, the 48 is from a doubled booming blade. The
Oh!
12d8 is
I understand.
from
That should be
the 12d8 should be
12d6.
12d6. The 12d8,
Aha.
sorry, I miswrote it in my excitement.
Oh.
All good.
I
If
was
you
like,
subtract
dang.
24 average. No, it's just one average. It's 12 damage ish. From that, we'll get your. I can roll again. I'll roll again.
yeah, just
There we go. 92. Okay. Oh, that's a much worse roll. Still.
Dang.
still.
Yeah.
Still massive,
it'll be all
still
right.
big.
Yeah. No, it's good.
All right. There we go. And now what?
Are they still alive?
They are still alive.
Oh my
Hoofa
goodness.
doofa.
The
I
roots
will
run
follow.
deep
I
in
will
this
follow
tree.
up with a. I'll try one of polymorphing them. I think this time it didn't work last time, but these roots look a bit, maybe more vulnerable. I'll
That's
give them a little-
wise.
Yeah.
Hmm.
How do I do with the wand of polymorph? Can they give me a wisdom saving throw? DC 15.
They can, but I also need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Oh, I should have backed off. That was so silly. Okay.
Oh
yeah.
no.
Yeah, I could have prevented this. 22. I didn't need to. I had it all along. Never didn't have it.
So
Always
you-
had it.
Believe in yourself always.
You,
Yeah,
you
literally,
feel it
it-
trying to like I like the idea of like it's like trying to take a sip from your juice box and you're like, no, this is mine now.
Yeah, just slap it away.
Yeah, its wisdom save was a 19.
Can I? How many d20s have we got?
3.
In,
Go ahead.
can I
Or,
just,
sorry,
we'll just
2.
run it?
2.
Oh, let's run it back one more time, like just to see if we can just finish this bad boy off with one big old.
That
You
is
bet.
a 17.
Okay. Yeah, that's a shame. In that
All right.
case, I will back off this time. I'll go 5, 10, 15. I'll back off to here.
All right. It is gonna you had a it does have a the ability to make an opportunity attack despite you being 10 feet. It does have a
Okay,
larger
cool.
reach.
Yeah.
So as you back off, because I don't believe the thief has anything, and you don't have the mobile feat, correct?
No, I would. Yeah, I'm triggering
Okay.
opportunity attacks as far as
All right.
as far as I know.
The opportunity attack is a critical hit.
It will silvery barb stat.
Yes.
All right.
That's my one use.
Love it.
I'll
Um,
hand myself the advantage once again. It worked so well last time.
Okay. That's
I'm
going to be
anti-hero.
a 24 instead of a 28.
Okay, that does
but
still
not a
hit.
crit. Yeah.
Whew.
So that's going to be 9 points of slashing damage and 4 points of force damage. So 13
Okay.
total.
Okay, nice. I'm almost at max hit points.
Excellent.
Probably
Thanks,
didn't make any
Yeah.
difference
Yeah.
to remove the critical because you could have uncanny dodged and have the critical damage, right?
There's that.
Oh yeah, you see, this is why I need to play rogues more often. I could have done.
Yeah.
Oh well, I gave myself advantage with the silvery barbs. It was all part of the plan.
All part of the
That is
calculated.
that's the end of my turn. And I'll give I'll give a thumbs up to Gumdrop in the tree.
Double
All
thumbs
right.
up.
Astrid.
You just see the thumbs because I can't hold myself up.
leaves.
Yeah. Okay. I would like to the roots that are in front of our wonderful pot wearing friend. I would like to take a handful of peppermints out of one of my pockets and
Mhm.
throw them real hard as I cast frostbite on this root. Does
Okay.
it still have disadvantage on a saving throw?
It does. Well, it has a minus D4.
Minus
That's
1d4.
great. Excellent. It needs to be con save 15.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Con save. And I'm just going to roll a D4 here. That's a 4 off. So
Hell yeah.
that's a 13 on its
That
con
is a
save.
Failure. So it's going to
Absolutely is.
take 3d6
Nice.
plus 3.
For
Will
frostbite.
you do? Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't realize you
frostbite.
added your.
Yeah, normally
Cool.
you don't add your abilities.
That's what it says. I don't know why.
Oh,
I agree. It
might
usually
be
doesn't.
It might be the new character sheet trying to do something on your behalf. It's
Oh, that's fine.
just it's
It's just the
just
D6. Okay,
3d6.
great.
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna roll. I'm not gonna do it from my character sheet then. Great. So, do we have any extra D6s? Since this is
Oh,
cold
we
damage.
are
Okay,
drained.
totally fine. Oh,
You know,
cool.
chat, If
There's-
you too would like to add into the D6s that they have for use, feel free to jump over to the Tiltify link,
Mm.
and I will throw that in the Discord as well.
Big old whopping 6 points of cold damage.
See, where you say 6 points of cold damage, I say 12 points of cold damage.
We love that. That's very
Ooh.
good. It also has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn.
Amazing. I like it.
And then as a bonus action, because that was a cantrip, I can still cast a spell as an action, right? First, if it's first level,
Yep.
or is that okay? Great. I would like to cast on. Where are you at? There you are. We're gonna do a healing word.
I like
Toss that over. How does that manifest? I don't know how it manifests. How do we
first
make
things
it?
first,
Oh,
because
wait.
you're
Oh,
in
dang
an
it, no.
aura.
No.
You're
Oh, God.
going to roll a Constitution saving throw
Okay.
as you go to cast a spell.
I immediately regret this. Because it's a bad time here.
I believe.
17 though. Minus
Seven-
1 con, still got a 17.
You made choices with this character.
It's me, baby. I make choices
Yeah.
every day.
That's fair. That 17 is more than enough to beat it 16.
Heck yeah.
Your spell goes off without a hitch.
Excellent. So 5 points of healing to fetch in the fetching pot hat.
I like it.
Thank you very much.
And then I will for their point in all of this, send Humbar over once again to provide advantage on the next attack against this particular route on the left-hand side, at least.
Understood. I like it. Forest Emperor is done. It is now Solid Snick's turn. And they push past Freckles that's doing a little bit of a dance. And Solid Sneck is like, they reach down and they pull up a stick from the ground that's way bigger than them. Like, I want to say, like, this little kid's like 3 feet tall. It's got a 6 foot long stick. That's
Final
like a willow
Fantasy.
branch. Yeah, they're like, Sephiroth. And they start charging forward beside Bandito, and they like give a knowing wink, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I understand the game's rules now. We hit the thing with sticks," and and starts muffining essentially,
A hero.
getting probably too far into it, like probably a little too much, but it's okay. They swing their greatsword, and let's see what happens. That's a nat 1. And
No!
This was a donation by somebody, so I'm attacking with one of my dice. That's a 16 to hit, which does not hit this thing, unfortunately. But they are based roughly on a champion of some kind. So 2 attacks. That's a 2 and a 4. He's like, has not quite mastered the art of buffering just yet.
Perfect,
getting in
Limon. No, keep it up. You're doing great.
Absolutely.
Should we give
Just, like, walking
Lemon a
around.
D20?
I was thinking, yeah, we might want to give him a little helping hand there.
All right.
He very
Gonna be a
clearly
little
doesn't
kid.
really
For
know
Lemon.
what he's doing. I think we should save that for ourselves.
You can do it, Lemon.
Do it, Lemon.
Lemon.
All right, he's gonna try again. That's a 15 and a 15 plus his bonuses is absolutely gonna hit. 2d6.
Lemon.
There we go. For 10 points of damage on this thing.
Okay, yeah, maybe we should have saved it. I thought he would do. Good job, Lemon.
I just imagine Lemon is like.
The rest of the group just shaking my head.
Well
I imagine
done.
Lemon is just like kind of that kid who walks around when they're trying to hit a pinata, and it's just like the stick is going everywhere.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm thinking, poor Lemon didn't hit once. We should give Lemon a D20 to make Lemon feel good. And then I'm remembering, oh, right, Lemon is fictional.
Yeah.
No, Lemon is real. This is real. This is real life.
Lemon feels just fine. Thank you.
I need somebody to roll me a D8.
Oh God.
Not it. I keep
Here it
rolling
is.
poorly there.
8.
Oh,
Okay.
8.
All
All right.
I'd say we go with Chris's. He rolled first.
Chris, at the end of Lemon's turn, it doesn't move and it uses it's going to use its reaction to make a melee attack against another creature. Give me a sec. Cool. So Bandito,
Yes, bring it on.
as Lemon is flailing this thing all over the place, you catch a stick in the eye.
Good, Lemon. You're doing excellent. Very nice. Keep it up.
There we go. Let's take a look. That is a 20 to hit you.
Hits.
All right. For 13 points of damage from a great sword.
How much of that was? Oh, that was all slashing.
Yeah, it's just a great sword.
So 7.
7.
'Cause
You
I'm
take 7
raging.
points of damage and catch a willow branch
raging.
right across the eye.
Okay,
And he stops.
that's okay. I'm used to
Incredible.
it. I'm a dad.
He looks up at the adult and just like puts the stick down.
No, you're
All right.
you're doing great. Keep going. Keep going. This time we'll get him soon.
Yeah.
I can feel it.
It is now the Root's turn. And boop. And boop. And this thing's going to circle you, Bandito. And this thing's going to come down right here on fetch.
When that one actually is moving, I'm going to use a reaction to branches of the world tree. Yoink it.
Yes.
Okay. To within 5 feet of me, and I'll just put it like, where would I?
The one
put
that's
this?
over by fetch, you mean?
Yeah.
All right. It's a con save, I believe.
I think so. I was just looking.
Also, as an aside, fetch, you actually get 8d4 more healing because it didn't upscale. So
This is wonderful news for me.
Yeah.
It's a strength save. DC 17 strength save.
A strength save. There we go.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 23.
Jeez. Okay.
So you go to pull it away, and it just says no. And it looks like Bandito's like grabbing the end of this sprinkler system and like trying to haul it over, and it's full of water. It's a little heavier than you thought. Chris, another 2 d20s for the advantage pool and 2 more healing potions.
Ooh.
There's a uncommon magic item in the works.
Heck yeah. Also, you get 19 more hit points back.
Amazing. Thank you.
I was like, 5 seems really small for a 5th level healing word.
I also thought that, but I
Like-
wasn't gonna be like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, how it got put into my spell sheet, it was from the origin, and so it's
gotcha.
formatted weird, so it didn't upscale with my other stuff.
The donation from Marcus grants you a necklace of adaptation, a wand of the War Mage +1, or an instrument of the bards, the Folklum Bandor.
Ooh.
Sounds cool.
It grants.
Well, we have a bard.
You have a bard.
You have
It
a
grants fly, invisibility, levitate, protection from evil and good, entangle, fairy fire, shillelagh, and speak with animals.
The one thing I'll
pretty
mention is
cool.
I do not have any spells that would benefit from the. You can normally give them disadvantage on their saves or something,
Mhm.
right? But I have no such spells.
Okay.
So
Anybody want any of those? I'm
otherwise, you can take a
so-
uncommon ranked spell scroll for somebody.
Hmm.
Any spell that you want that fits uncommon from the DMG.
Uncommon. I think that goes up to 2nd level, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah.
First, is it second?
Yeah.
or first?
Common is cantrip and 1st level, I believe.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll double check. Oh, uncommon 3rd. I'll take the uncommon spell scroll if no one cares for the magic items themselves.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah, go for
I
it.
can then. Yeah, that's a bonus action 3rd level spell we can roll. Okay, cool.
Oh, heck yeah.
Just say right now,
can you-
what is the spell scroll of?
something that does cold damage.
Yeah. Maybe a cone of gold, perhaps.
Yeah.
I don't think-
you're
I don't
not
think
gonna
that's
get a
third.
cone of gold with the 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
Would,
Yeah.
like
Yeah, right.
sweet
Fair enough.
obviously,
Obviously.
or
Nice.
no, that's 4th.
Ice Storm is 4th.
Dragon's Breath of 2nd level.
There you go.
Yes, you could do Dragon's
There
Breath.
you go.
Yeah,
Nice.
Dragon's Breath
Okay,
to give us
cast it.
cold damage. Yeah, I'll take a scroll of Dragon's Breath. Can we have it like upcast to 3rd
Yeah.
level?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, wonderful.
I'm
okay.
down for that. Chris, another 2d20 in the advantage pool from Omega Scales. And then another 2d20 into the pool as well, and then one for me as well. So more in my pool to use against you.
Hooray!
Thank you,
It's
Deku
fair.
and Julia. And again,
Julia's getting a lot today. Thank you,
yeah.
Julia.
Julia, if you want to do a villainous reskin, just throw it into the chat so I can see what
I
you'd like it
think they
reflavored
did.
as.
Request a druid, a dryad villainous
I like
reskin.
100%. So all of a sudden, in some kind of uncanny way, all of these sprinkler systems, the spikes, the stakes that are holding everything together, a bunch of them pull out all at once in response to Bandito trying to like give it a shove and give it a pull, and they all kind of whirl together into one big dryadic looking creature around this guy, and they all just kind of layer on top of each other.
So now there's just one big lump.
They're one giant lump that is
Great.
pretty massive, and it's flailing all over the place. There's water and sprinkler system all up in arms. The compressor that's hiding behind the sheet of plywood and behind the tree itself is really struggling at this point. You have done damage, but yeah, on its turn, because it's just starting its turn now, it's going to start swinging in. And Astrid, you
Yes?
need a little bit of love.
No, I'm good. I got so much in my heart. It's I think I'm okay.
So that's a 24 to hit you as this tumbling creature,
Great.
this mass of roots and sprinkler system slams into the tree. So that's
Excellent. I have a reaction to that.
okay. So
That's I think. Where the heck did you where did you go? I can, as a reaction, use Misty Step as a reaction to taking damage.
mhm.
Which
So you're going to take some
when I
damage
can-
first.
when I can find it. Perfect.
So you're going to take
It's a reaction to getting hit. That's what I'm trying to look up because I can't see the specifics. Oh no, it is
So-
response to taking damage. So yes,
Yeah.
I will be taking damage.
so it's 24 points of damage total.
Okay.
And then using a reaction, you can Misty Step.
Yes. Sorry, I'm checking one more thing because I have two more. Okay. Instead of nope, I'm just going to Misty Step. That's fine. Everything is fine and normal and totally cool here.
And depending on where you land, it might try and hit you again.
Okay.
With its other attacks. Because it has multi-attack. Because of course
excellent.
it does.
Of course it does.
Where are you going?
Good gravy. I am going to
Let's clean up the screen.
oh jeez. 30 feet, you say?
Yep.
I'm gonna go run behind Bandito.
Okay, that's fair.
Yes, this is a good place for you, for everybody, really.
Beautiful. Do you want to? Misty Step would take you a little further than that. Do you want to get out of its potential counterspelling reach?
No, I think. Yes, I will run past Bandito then, and just be like, ah!
Amazing. I like it.
Yeah.
And if you want to be out of the range, it'd be right. I'll just bump you over one.
Go for it.
So you are out of reach. It does have a 10-foot reach around itself now, and having swirled together and merged, it's now gone up a size category, so it can reach Freckles and Hank. Fetch is right there too, but Freckles and Hank need a little bit of love too. Freckles, we're gonna start with you. That's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, missed. Sorry, not even close.
Oh yeah, it happens.
No, it hit. You go ahead.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 19 damage, 12 slashing, 7 force. And Hank, that is a critical hit. But you do have some d20s in the pool.
Yeah, want to use a
Did I
probably
use my reaction since it was on my last? Do you get your reaction back at the start of your turn, or at the end of your turn?
Start of your
the
turn.
start of your turn.
The start. Okay, so I don't have my reaction. Cool.
Let's use it.
Yeah, use another D20.
I will take the D20 to defend it. Yeah.
All right. So that brings it down to it's not a crit, but it is a 26.
Cool. Yeah.
So you're still going to take the hit. So that's 10 slashing and 7 force. So 17 total. And you don't have a reaction to half.
I don't. Yeah. Not for a while.
All right. That's its turns.
I have one more thing that does happen when I cast Misty Step.
Oh, sure. Go for it.
Because I can make it a dreadful step.
Mm-hmm.
So the creatures within 5 feet of the space that I left need to make a wisdom saving throw of 15.
That's a 17.
Well, boo. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess it doesn't. It would take psychic damage, but it doesn't say anything about.
Yeah, if they pass the check, it's unlikely to carry forward. Freckles.
All right.
You see this monstrosity before you. The only thing standing in your way between finding the dragon's treasure and total annihilation.
Yeah, I can't do anything about it. So I will pop over here, and we'll risk the counter, the whatever it is, the spell killer thing it's got.
All right.
Again, and I will cast a spell.
All right. Go ahead and roll a con save. This does burn its reaction. It doesn't have legendary actions or anything, but it's not taking attacks of opportunity on anybody because of this. So.
No, it is not a concentration save.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I made it.
Save. You made it. You're good. What are you doing?
Okay. All right. Take a cure wounds, Colby.
Woohoo!
Yeah, and this will be a juicy one.
Wahaha.
49.
Nice.
That spell is so much better now.
Oh, so good.
Right. I love it.
I am back, baby.
Ready to fight. Bandito's blood sugar was dropping just a little bit, and somebody legit just handed you some candy, and you're like, "Oh, this is much better now."
There you go. Just from behind you.
And I think Sparkles and I need to get out of here. So I am going to expend a bardic inspiration to give bardic inspiration to. I think we'll give it to Will, our rogue.
Mhm.
And
Nice.
when I do that,
Inspired.
we can use our tandem. No. Where is it?
Yeah, it's tandem footwork, right?
Yeah.
No, that's the initiative one.
Oh,
Inspiring movement. No, that's not the one either. Oh no, I've got the things wrong.
Okay.
So actually, I will go over here before I do it, and then I'm going to punch it.
Nice.
You kick the thing in the shins real good.
Take a punch.
Nice.
That one.
Oh
Amazing.
no.
Unfortunately, unless you want to burn a die.
because I think
I'm
maybe
not
Steady Dancing.
burning nothing on that.
Oh boy.
Are you sure? I don't mind. All right. With that, is that where are you all done?
Yes, I'm done.
Perfect. Roll me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
As this thing sprays you with sprinkler stuff.
I failed. I roll a d8, right?
Roll a d8. Yep.
James, can you remind me how much damage I
5.
took?
It took or you took?
That I took when I jumped away.
You
not
took
recall.
19 damage.
Thank you.
Thanks, Roll20. So a 5. You are. Oh, this is actually good. You are frightened until the end of the turn and use your movement to get as far away as possible. Now, those are two separate things. You are not
cool.
frightened, but you do have to use the rest of your movement to get as far away from it as possible.
10, 15. 5, 10, 15. There we go.
Beautiful. I like it. Good old Heroes Feast. Bandito.
Okay.
This thing is looking pretty rough. Like it's kind of destroying itself as it swirls back and forth.
Okay, Tree, it is time for you to go to your rest now. Time to make some firewood. And I roll a 21 to hit.
A 21 absolutely hits.
For, let's see, 18, 22, 24 damage, but minus, 3 for fire?
It is,
so
it is
20,
resistant to fire. Yeah.
Yeah, so 19. No, sorry, 21. 21 damage.
21. You know what? This is going to be a gimme because it's at 22 hit points and you guys are long overdue for a break. So how do you dispatch this thing heroically, demonstrating to these young adventurers the ways of the 80s?
Children, observe what you do with an axe to a tree. And I turn it into firewood. I'm like, we need more wands, yes? And I'm just like splinters.
Above board, you see the music that was playing through this like Bluetooth speaker for just a little while cuts out, and you see Tim like has just let go of the thing, and he's looking down. And he's like mouth agape, seeing a full-grown man beating the bejesus out of a sprinkler system with a wacky waving inflatable tube flailing armband attached to
Astrid is just jumping up and down in the background,
Like,
just cheering.
doing Tusken Raider stuff as the kids are like, blood, blood, blood.
Yes,
And-
I'm covered in sawdust and just like,
Yeah.
mm.
There's bits of like rubber and confetti everywhere, remnants of candy. Everything is wet. Like you are covered. You've been running through sprinklers, and you lock eyes as adults for a second, and you're like, "Well, maybe we'll go now."
Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. Is there like a donation box or something that we can maybe give?
I'll just talk to your wife. It's fine.
Okay, I can Venmo. I Venmo you.
Okay. I think that's illegal in Australia, but I understand. And he starts working the nutcracker mouth again. He's like, "You have succeeded the trials. You proved you're capable of defeating great things." Oh man. He's like, "Oh geez. Your next quest will lead you to the mounts of Paper Mashu." over
Mhm.
near the sandy bits of the playground. The mounts of paper mache are the home to the dragons of precious metals. The precious metal dragon may be a slightly more challenging foe than, and he regards the sprinkler system that's been ripped up, than your previous encounters. But fear not, for if you are brave and courageous, you will succeed in achieving the dragon's treasure. Also, please present your little stampy cards. And he climbs down from the little thing behind the plywood, and he pulls out a stamp, and everybody's got like a little convention badge, and he's like, you have been to the tree of wisdom. Here you go. Here you go.
You was not very wise. Just
you
for the
dealt
record.
a critical hit, and you did a bunch of you're filling out adventure bingo as you go. No pun intended. He's like, all right, I'm gonna. He gets on a walkie, and he's like, I'm gonna need some help from facilities for a little bit. Can somebody come hang a sign and say that the Tree of Wisdom's having some technical difficulties, please?
Yes, Fetch, give me your map-making tools.
Absolutely.
I'll make up a sign really quick.
I love it.
Hang it. Okay, now onto the sandy, the mountains. Sorry, the mountains. So Fetch, show us the way. You have the map.
Amazing.
This way.
Cool.
Astrid is once again running, but holding up the badge with all the stamps on it, just going woo! It's just doing circles.
Humber is following, because as you do that, out of that little satchel bag that we've canonically established, there's just French fries and other things attached to that, the pipes of the sewers, pipes of the flying rats. As you leave the tree in the hole in the bog down in the valley, and you ascend from the valley, and over yonder, the sun is starting to crest and fall as the afternoon carries on. And coming up from behind a cloud, before you lays a series of shadowlands that need to be traversed as you head towards the Dragon's Cave. And you see over yonder a large, smoking-looking monolith in the distance, probably a volcano of some kind. And it'll require traversing terrible quicksands and leaping from stone to stone to get to. But you know that you're up to the challenge. As in front of you, above board, you guys are walking, and you're somehow inexplicably, Hank is once again covered in jam. And Maria has had too much candy.
Astrid is buzzing, is probably going to actually start flying soon.
Yeah. You see the so on the artwork for Astrid, I got them to put those little wire fairy wings that are worn like a backpack.
Yeah.
And they're absolutely flapping now.
Because I am just running. I'm just there's bouncing, and it's just movement, and there's so much movement.
100%. Now, with that, we're gonna take a little break for a bit. Let everybody have a pee, snag something to eat. I'm gonna call it 10 minutes if that works with everybody.
Sure.
That'll bring us back at 3 o'clock, and then we will pick up at the entrance to the Dragon's Cave. We generally plan these for around 2 encounters. This one took a little longer because of the technical difficulties, but you guys are on track. Above board, as you step forward towards your adventure, we see kids at the park jumping from rock to rock over gravel in a sand pit, playing like the floor is lava. And you see one of those big affluent parks where they've got the big geodomes, like the monkey bars that are massive rope works that you could climb, and it's just covered in gray paper mache, and it's got a big sign on it that has like a dragon's face that says "Dragon's Lair, keep out." And somebody probably worked really, really hard on this, and the artwork kind of looks like it was done by children.
And the
That's it.
children appreciate it.
Yeah,
100%.
Let's go mess it up.
Beautiful. All right, so let's grab a break, and folks on Twitch and YouTube, we will be back in 10 minutes. Enjoy.
Let's do it.
And we're back. Hello, everybody. Thank you for continuing to tune into our Bluey One Shot benefiting Make-A-Wish International. Some of the stream settings have been adjusted, so if anybody's still seeing some stuttering video or anything like that, I apologize. I'll be uploading the VOD afterwards. That's just a local recording, so you can see these beautiful people doing their beautiful charity work without some technical gremlins. Sticky fingers. I blame all of the gumdrops and candy. That said, when last we left our heroes, they had victoriously defeated a wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man full of sprinklers, and gained knowledge of where a dragon's hoard might exist. The great mighty wolf tree had shared that the dragon's lair of Mount Papermashu was over in the sandy dunes, and as you traversed these quicksanded lands, you know, as a child, I was led to believe that quicksand was going to be a much bigger problem in real life as an adult than it actually ever has been. But to the rest of you, like, it is life or death at this point. And you leap from rock to rock across this sandy dune, heading towards your quarry. And you see that there's a large monolithic structure in front of you, gray and somewhat fraying at the edges because the paste hasn't cured quite yet. There's a big hole in the top that it looks like there was something that was going to be there, and then a big entrance at the bottom with a big sign that says, "Beware, dragons here."
Okay.
This is the place.
Well, niños, one thing that I have learned about dragons, and I have learned many things, is that it is important to scout out their lair and see if you can determine what sort of dragon you might be fighting, what kind of weaknesses or immunities they might have. And I would like to I think I would like to make use of my hunter's lore feature because it's so cool. And I want to like try and stealth in to the cave and see if I can find this dragon and cast Hunter's Mark on it. But in order to do so, I would need to use one of my rages and then draw upon my primal instincts to add strength to my stealth
Before
check.
we do anything,
Or yeah, we
if
could
I
all go
can-
invisible, and I'll just I'll throw up my if we feel like we're quite close,
Yeah.
we're pretty close to the lair, right?
Yeah, you are standing
yeah.
right in front.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, then yeah, I think this is as good a time as any to go invisible, and with
For
a
sure.
I'll kind of throw up the dust. Then we're all of us are invisible. I believe until we make an attack or for the next. I think I have to roll, see how many minutes. But I don't think it'll.
well, I'm going to break it right away. I was trying to interrupt. I need to clear wounds
Sorry.
on myself, but because I'm almost dead.
Okay, we can do that as time
Yeah,
goes
I would
on.
wait until after. I would wait until
As we're
after that.
walking.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
1, 2, 3, 4. I think that'll do me.
All right. Some time passes. Are those from your spell slots or from the staff?
Those are from the staff,
Okay.
and that actually empties the staff.
Okay. You have a stick.
Yep.
It's an excellent
have-
stick.
It was a great stick.
Yeah, 5 minutes of invisibility. Once everyone's finished doing what they got to do,
Yeah,
before
nice.
Bandito needs to start stealthing around, we'll have 5 minutes of invisible.
It took you guys about 10 minutes to get over here. People had a bush wee. It was fine. Like everybody's doing okay. Also, Chris, there is an extra 2d20 in the pool. Omega Scales had redeemed it twice. I just didn't catch it before. So is the intention that Bandito is going to scout the top and the rest of you are going to scout, like, go in through the entrance? Or what do we...
Do we have to stay together with the dust of the...
I don't think so. I
Just
think
for
it's
the
just when it's
casting.
used.
Yeah.
I just need to get within, what is it, 60 feet of the dragon in order to cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Mm-hmm.
90 feet.
Yeah. Is it 90 now?
It's
Mhm.
always been 90.
Huh. I don't play a whole lot of Rangers. All right. Yeah, no, that's great. Given Bandito, you are well versed in construction, and especially of paper mache structures. You are fairly certain that your ability is going to work within the confines of this massive cave.
Okay.
Like above board, this is like somebody took a full child's playground and using plywood and ropes and very creative like foam pool noodles and like PVC pipe. They made a skeleton around a playground and
Nice.
put paper mache all over it. It's kind of dope. Like, yeah, and it's big enough and hard enough for you to actually climb on as an adult.
All right. Well, yeah, I wanna try and sneak on in until I can see a dragon, hopefully, and
All right.
and
So-
try and Hunter's Market. Once
Are
I'm
you gonna-
maybe 60-ish feet away, because I want to be able to move in when I do.
Okay. So are you going to go ahead and roll me a stealth check?
Okay. And I am going to rage before I do
Excellent.
this, so that I can use my strength.
Excellent.
So,
I'm very stealthy.
yeah. This is basically going to be the same thing as an athletics check for me, so I'll just roll athletics.
I love it.
Purpose of the numbers. Oh wow! Of course, I get a
Oofa
natural one.
Now one.
So you do
Want a
have
D20?
yeah.
Yeah, I better. I
I will say
suppose.
you're invisible, so you have advantage on your stealth check
Perfect.
already without burning that.
Do you want a
wow.
D20?
We just need
Wow.
another- Yeah, keep going. 3,
Jeez.
4.
All right. Come. 16.
16. All right. Bear with me a second. Oh no, technically, so stealth has changed. You've beaten the 15 DC
15
to be
is the
hidden.
DC.
Yep.
Let's go.
So that's for being detected when you're taking up the hide action specifically.
Mhm.
But it's still, I believe, a direct comparison versus passive perception for detection.
Hmm.
Correct?
I don't know.
They have to. I believe they have to like do an
Active.
action or something. Yeah.
Well,
like,
but passive perception still exists,
Mhm.
yes, it does.
right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll a perception check against this, and we'll see.
I'm just gonna as I'm going in though, I'll be like, stay close. Don't be too far behind everybody.
And you
No, I'll
wonder who's
follow
listening to you
that.
because you turn around and
Yeah,
we're nowhere.
Astrid. Astrid has not been following you. Astrid has been doing a little like dear tooth fairy is in the currently about 30 seconds into the 1 minute casting of contact other plane that I get to do for free once a day.
I like it. So you rolled your stealth, you climbed up, you look back, the kids are still like down on the ground, and you're peering in to this place as Maria is contacting the other plane. Let's resolve Maria first.
Excellent. You can't solve a problem like me. However, Astrid's having a really great time. So using my contact patron, I get to cast contact another plane for free, and it automatically succeeds, which is great because I don't want to take a bajillion points of psychic damage.
Mhm.
So I can ask up to 5 questions of a demigod, spirit of long dead sage, or some other knowledgeable entity from another plane, aka my BFF, the Tooth Fairy, who is
Absolutely.
my great friend who gave me all sorts of things. The 5 questions can be answered and with one word. Also, if it's misleading, you can do a short phrase instead. So, as Astrid's kind of walking around, partially closing eyes, but like opening one to like step over or like under or around things, is going to ask, "Dear Tooth Fairy, you are my best friend forever and ever. Could you tell me what we're supposed to be fighting a dragon, and I just want to know what kind of dragon is it?"
And this is meant to be a one-word answer.
I have to
I
ask
think it's
all
just
of my
supposed to answer.
questions. You
Yeah.
must ask your questions before the spell ends.
Yeah.
The DM answers each question with one word, such as
one
yes,
word,
no,
okay.
maybe, never, irrelevant, or
Oh,
unclear.
So you
If a
want to
one-word
ask yes
answer
or
would
no
be
questions.
misleading, if the one-word answer would be misleading, you can instead offer a short phrase as an answer.
You get 2 words back. Ooh and metal.
You always have such really interesting things to say. That's why I like you, and that's why we're friends. I could with and Astrid like stops and like is thinking really hard and like moving up and down because the energy is there and the thoughts are trying to catch up.
Yeah. I experience this every day with my children.
Is the front door the best way to get into the dragon house?
Yeah. There's literally an attendant that's like a teenager wearing a medieval peasant costume standing behind a bush that's like, yep.
Cool. Okay, that was, and Astrid tries to count and doesn't remember how to count.
Yeah.
I think that was, I'm going to say 3 because you gave me 2 answers for the first one. Are there big surprises that we need to watch out for? Big scary surprises.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. If I give a dragon one of your treats that you gave me, will it hurt us, or will it? Well, wait, that doesn't count. That one doesn't count. That one doesn't count. That one's don't use that. No. Oh. Thanks, you theory. You're the best. Thanks for the magic, and just tosses sprinkles with their eyes closed and runs.
Pelts a teenager in a medieval peasant costume in the face.
Yeah.
All right. Resolving Colby's action. You rolled really, really like reasonably, but this is a dragon.
Yeah.
And it has a reasonably high passive perception and modifier to its perception. So what Bandito sees in like above board, for all intents and purposes, is I'm just going to pull you all over to the map as you come in.
I'm not nervous at all.
Not in the slightest. It's fine. As you come in, Bandit, you see with your adult eyes. The biggest uwu dragon. He is dopey looking and just is doing his best. That said, that is the best Creative Commons dragon that I could find that was reasonably cartoonish.
Perfect.
I love it.
Bear with me half a sec. I'm just going
Is that
to
lemon? Is lemon
That
there?
is lemon. Lemon is there. Because
Lemon.
Lemon's playing the game.
Lemon's in the game now.
You're going to get yourself killed, Lemon.
Yeah. I
So you
knew
say
he was
that.
up to no good.
As you guys enter this place, like that's what it looks like. Like some first year drama student did their very best with paper mache to make a dragon, but to your eyes, it is this fierce, metallic, mithril adult dragon with gleaming scales and draping down all across the floor. it looks like Scrooge McDuck's tower in here. Somebody went on an internet site and said, how many prop gold coins can I get for $100? Oh yeah, let's do this. There's massive gemstones everywhere, and strewn about everything in here are weapons and armor and chests and chalices and all that sort of stuff. And Bandito, you see resting inside this large green prop gemstone that you're like, that is a whole lot of epoxy that somebody poured into a mold. That's impressive. Like, it's reasonably clear. It seems to glimmer as the sunlight comes through the top of this dome. There's a massive greatsword just wedged into the stone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interested.
With that, Lemon runs past you all and says, cool, I like it. And with a villainous reskin from Julia, we're going to say, and Will, correct me if I'm wrong, because you can see your chat, but I can't. Lemon's going to say, I want to be the dragon's pet then. We got this. So I'm on the dragon's team, because that way it's not unfair. And he like runs across and he grabs like a prop costume out of the corner, and it's like the stalk of a beholder. But the thing's way too big, so it like hangs off him like a tail, and it's just like whipping around. And he's like, ha ha.
Yeah. We've got like in a post-apocalyptic Mad Max villain aesthetic. Is what it's
very much so.
Be.
Indeed. With that, I'm going to get everybody to roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Oops.
Whew, I'm not going good on my initiative rolls. That's okay though.
That's all good.
And we add 3 to this still?
We do.
No,
don't we?
you will add. It might be 3. We'll see. 4.
Four. There we
I
go.
like it. Do you burn your bardic inspiration when that happens, Chris?
Yes.
I love it.
So I'm up to
12.
18.
All right. And 18 for you. There we go. Beautiful.
That was with
Is that
advantage? Man, my rolls.
I'm trying to get it to go, and it don't wanna.
You don't want to do it.
I don't want to roll. Well, then I'll just do it regular, old-fashioned style.
Yeah.
and I'll add Humber onto the list as well. You can roll a d20 for Humber.
Okay. This one's for
Who would have
me.
thought lemon would turn sour?
Oh no!
You should have saved that for your attack. You were supposed to wait for the puns.
I
Dun,
thought,
dun,
I'm gonna make him
dun.
pay. Yeah.
Oh, that was the last combat. If they want more puns for this combat, that requires more donations.
Okay, it saves me some pun activity. I can just throw them out now. I don't got to ration them.
Absolutely.
So 18 for me, 21 for my best friend,
Humber.
best pigeon Humber.
I like it. And 18 for you. Gotta be. All right. Let's zoom out a little bit so everybody can see the gorgeous map that Jack made last night.
It's so cool.
It is very cool.
It is
Going first in descending order is going to be Freckles yet again.
Yeah. Ooh, I'm good at winning initiative. That's really good when you're playing the healer and nobody's.
Does anybody have the alert feat?
I don't.
No. Okay. I was gonna say you could try and swap with somebody, but never mind.
That's okay. What I will do is I will cast. I want to get lemon something.
You gotta squeeze that lemon.
We gave yeah.
Yeah.
We gave you a D20 lemon.
Yeah.
When life
what a
gives you
punk.
lemons,
Yeah.
make lemonade.
Yes, okay. I shall cast Fear on Lemon.
I like it. Bullying a small child.
You
see
better
how it is.
you better be scared, Lemon.
I like it. Lemon is going to be using the sheet here. It's a wisdom save, I believe.
It is a wisdom save.
All right. Let's do this. Wisdom save for Lemon is going to be a 19.
Wow, Lemon's better at this than I would have guessed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make him re-roll once.
All right.
Give him
We're
another
rolling once.
D20.
That's now a natural one.
Hey.
There it is. All right.
Um,
So he is frightened, and on his turn, he must use his movement and run away.
all right. And it's I like it. This is going to be really, really fun with the stat block that he's got. All right. So you've cast a spell. Now what?
I have moved all my movement. Still got a couple inspiration left, so let's give one to who's up next.
Fetch.
Me.
Fetch is up next. Fetch, have a D10.
Amazing.
Nice.
That aside, so
That will end my turn.
Amazing.
Cool.
Fetch, you're up.
I'm going to move 30 feet in that
Mhm.
direction.
Yep.
And I'm going to use my action to cast Blur on myself.
Cool.
And I don't really have anything to do with a bonus action at this juncture. So
Mhm.
I think that's pretty much it. I'm just moving up and getting blurry about it.
That has very different connotations. I like it. All right. So you activate Blur. You leap
Yeah,
forward.
I don't know what that looks like. If the dragon had glasses, I would say I'd knock his glasses off. But
I like it. You know what? 100%. There's this paper mache dragon totally has two teenagers also in peasant like smocks, and they're like holding it up on 1x3s, and they're just like moving arms and stuff. And one of them absolutely drops their glasses, and it's like, oh no,
Amazing.
oh, what are we gonna do? Huh. To
Perfect.
also understand why it got a 5 on its initiative order.
Makes sense.
It should not be able to roll that low, but here we are. All right. That's it for Fetch. Humber.
Humber's gonna fly towards Lemon, I think. Humber has a fly speed of 40 feet.
Humber is the pixie stat block.
Yes, however, my investment of the Chainmaster can give it, unless the pixie has a faster fly speed.
I like it.
We're gonna do at least 40 feet.
Okay.
Let me make sure I can do my. We can get close. We can't get all the way there. So Humbar's gonna make their way over at least. I think that was too far. And I guess for the purposes of did sneak attack change with the new 2024 rules, or if Humbar was say in great, so then I think Humbar's just gonna use his lovely bird action and just come around behind to be in melee with this wonderful past friend of ours,
All right.
to at least be in melee and be an issue, a problem. Flying rat
You are
problem.
technically an ally at that point.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Astrid.
Meanwhile, for me, it certainly is. I'm going to hope to all hopes that I can get within 30 feet of this guy. Probably not. I certainly can. So Astrid's going to go "Ah!" and jump on top of this treasure chest. And just say, It says whisper. Astrid does not ever know how to do that. So she's gonna stand on top of this chest and say, "Hey, dragon!" and just draw a little big raspberry and cast antagonize.
Ooh, I like it. From the Book of Many Things, right?
From the big book of so many things. So that's gonna be a wisdom save.
On Lemon?
No.
On the
That's I said dragon, so I'm gonna stick with the dragon.
Right. Sounds good. A wisdom save from a dragon.
Yes.
That's going to succeed.
Well, I'm gonna use a luck point to make them reroll.
All right. That is a critical success. So
Dang
the
it.
first one still stands.
Okay.
It's all good.
That's fine. It still is gonna deal some damage.
Okay.
Because it's a big beefy spell.
I thought antagonize was a. Is it not a cantrip?
Mm-mm.
It's fifth.
Okay.
No, it's
It's a third level that I upcast to fifth because
Oh, right,
warlocks
sorry, yeah.
maybe.
right, give
there is a cantrip situation, but so it's going to take half.
7 points of psychic damage.
Yes.
I like it. Okay. It takes the damage. It does not seem to resist it in any way, shape, or form.
Great.
That
love
seemed effective.
Excellent.
So, as this happens, and you see Humber flapping around Lemon, Lemon goes ah and falls backwards into like a little chest, and comes out. And they've still got that beholder eye stalk and the light
We
thing
just
going
see a
on.
lemon drop.
You just saw a lemon drop, and it's the eye stalk is attached to his butt now, and on his head is a long flowing red scarf and an insect like helmet, and he comes up and he's like whoosh, as it's like a motorcycle helmet. He's Common Rider because of
amazing.
a reskinned donation from Game GG.
That's so funny.
nice.
And I get a bonus dice to use against all of you to murder you.
Oh,
It's a good time. Indeed. That said, Hank, you're on deck, and then it's Lemon's turn.
I will bonus action dash with my cunning action to get within range of someone because I am a close range rogue, and then I will use my action to attack. Theoretically, trigger a sneak attack if it hits, and I might re-roll if it doesn't.
Sounds good.
Oh, nat 20! Just
that's a
more nat
crit.
20.
Let's
That is a natural
go.
I'm going
Okay.
to choose to not use my dice to give you disadvantage on that.
No.
Go ahead. In the
Get outta
interest
here
of
with
time.
that.
Very kind. Okay, so that's 4d8 for the booming blade,
Yes.
plus
Amazing.
4d6 for my first attack of the turn as a bugbear, plus 4d4 for the thing, for the weapon, the
Scimitar,
2d4 weapon. Yeah. Do we have any d6s in the pool?
We
right
haven't
now?
had D6s in a long time.
Chat.
No d6. Yeah. Oh, chat. It's
Only
probably too
you
late.
can donate d6s.
Yeah.
Only you
Plus
could
12
donate D6.
d6 just flat for the
Is that for
the
sneak attack? Yes.
Yeah. Double
I'm
sneak attack.
I'm so excited to see this
Plus
just
5.
wall of text.
Yeah. this yeah. Lemons. Let's squeeze a lemon. Yeah.
Let's squeeze a
So-
lemon, everybody.
so
Squeeze a
Will,
lemon.
Nice.
29.
I need to complicate this a little bit.
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
How much of this is and I'll query the group too. When you add sneak attack onto an attack, it's the same kind of damage as the attack is doing, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
I believe so.
So, as a reaction, Lemon the pet uses Tail Ray. When Lemon takes damage from a spell, which is what's happening with Booming Blade, he only takes half that damage. And if the caster of that spell is within 60 feet, Lemon can force the caster to make a dex save. And unless it succeeds, they take the other half of the damage.
Okay. So I'll start
Well
with making
then.
the dex save. So all of that is yes, damage from a...
That's all spell damage. Yeah.
Is it all spell damage? Do you count the sneak attack as spell damage? I guess you would, right? Maybe if it's a boom blade. Okay, and then this is my dex save.
Yes.
26.
Alrighty. 26 is more than enough.
So he's just taking a 44, do you think? Is that how you're...
Yeah, so he's going to take 44. He's basically using an uncanny dodge-like ability, but it has a reflection back. So Lemon takes 44. And you wail into him and he falls backwards into that chest again.
Yeah. That was only possible thanks to the positioning of
I would have thought Lemon would have more zest for life.
You really are a dad on the internet, aren't you? Jeez.
I guess I will use my remaining 10 feet of movement. I'll just kind of... you know what? Actually, I'm going to go like so.
I'm going to try and get out of... intelligent, my friend.
Yeah, I'm going to try and get out
from cones.
Yeah, get away from cones. That's the end of Hank's turn.
Amazing. It's Lemon's turn now. Lemon's gonna stand up, and moving at least 20 feet.
He's gonna take 2d8 thunder damage.
He absolutely is. Yep. Go ahead and roll 2d8.
That's just an extra 10 damage.
Yeah. He starts moving, and you're like, "Hey, you take damage from moving." He's like, "Oh, okay. Done. I got it."
Now, am I mistaken? At level 11, is it not 3d8?
It is 3d8. Yeah, I just checked. Yeah. An extra d8 on there.
Yeah.
Another 2 damage.
Oh, now he's dead.
Every little helps.
He's certainly not looking well.
Yes.
He puts the helmet back on the correct way, and that tail thing is dangling really poorly. And he's going to pounce on... he's going to pounce on Hank.
You mean he's going to pounce the opposite direction of Freckles?
Oh.
With his full movement.
That is correct.
Under the effects of the fear spell?
The fear. Yeah.
And he will use his action to dash as well, so he can get further away.
Nice.
Man, we really messed up this 4-year-old child who betrayed us.
Look,
good. Somebody in range of me. Thank you.
He has people here that are playing with him. And so he used his action to dash. Yeah. And there's nothing else that he can do on his turn.
That's it. Yep. That's all he can do. And he can still see me, so no save.
Yep. Bandito.
Okay, how far up am I in the air here?
We're gonna say like this whole thing was very impressive. We'll say it's like 20 feet. Like
20
you're
feet.
at the top of this structure, which for modern kids' playgrounds is surprisingly high.
Okay.
Are you gonna leap on Lemon's head?
I mean, yeah.
That's from above?
Yeah. Although first, gosh, I'd love to rage, but I really want to use this feature because it's so cool. I'm going to
technically you're still raging because you just maintain it with a bonus action every turn. You used it to stealth in, so you still got it.
Thank you. That's right. Okay, so in that case, the first thing I do will be to take a flying leap off of this thing, this precipice. So that I can get, you know what? I want to be, how far can I jump? I don't know. You tell me. I'm fine to like drop down and then stand up and move or whatever.
I mean, there's enough there that you can just like kind of step your way down. You are an adult.
Okay, fine.
And you are totally able to be like, haha, but have the foresight to be like, all right, I'm just gonna like walk down and not hurt my back.
I'm going to gingerly step
I believe
my
you've
way.
just made a lemon squash.
Okay, well, in that case, I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to take 30 feet of movement to get here. Hold on. I better ruler this. Okay, fine. What if I moved here? Sorry. I'm going to move here. Okay. And since I'm already raging, I'm going to say, my apologies, little Limon, but you chose your side, right? And I'm
I'm
going
a bad
to.
guy.
I'm gonna attack him with my flame tongue great axe. Oh, did that roll with advantage? I swear I told it to roll with advantage. Here we go.
It did not.
Well,
It did not.
okay, I'll just roll one more time.
Yeah.
20 to hit.
20 to hit Lemon. Lemon is going to take it full in the face.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Both of those
that's
would have hit him.
21 damage.
I like it.
Buddy.
And assuming that he's still up,
He
I will
is, yes.
swing again. This time again, dirty 20
Dirty 20 hits. The 14 does not.
for 21 damage.
21 damage. Technically still up, but teetering. Like
Okay.
you replace sword fighting, and he's like, ha ha, but actually caught it in the shin a little bit, and it's like,
Sorry, are you okay? Are you okay?
yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm a bad guy. Bad guys are tough.
You are very tough. And then I'm actually going to cancel my rage, which seems like not a great idea, but I want to cast Hunter's Mark with my bonus action on the dragon.
Oh, I like it. Okay.
Because doing so as a 3rd level hunter will tell me any resistances, immunities, or vulnerabilities that it might have.
The way it always should have.
Yeah.
Because that's the cool thing about rangers. All right, so let's go through this. Resistances. It is resistant to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical weapons because it's an older stat block.
Okay.
It is immune to acid and thunder. It is immune to the charmed condition. And it has legendary resistance because it's a dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
So did you guys get that? I better write that down. Acid, I guess I can
acid
just
and
look it up.
It's immune to acid, thunder, and being charmed.
Acid, thunder, and being
Non-magical
charged.
bludgeoning
No,
slashing.
yeah. It's
And
resistant
resistance-
to the non-magical.
No
weapon.
vulnerabilities because it's 2014, and why would we do something fun like that?
This one could have vulnerabilities if chat donates inject chaos into it. Inject chaos is how you throw vulnerabilities on things.
Listen, I'm not saying
Okay.
I did pick a wand of fireballs, but I am saying I do have a lot of fireball candy in my pocket.
There is that. And it's not resistant to fire in any way, shape, or form. This
Which
is
is
the
delightful.
mithril dragon stat block if you need to check. Yep.
Got it.
So
Okay, then I will use my last 5 feet actually to move. I'm going to move just 5 feet closer because I want to be within 30 feet of this dragon.
all right.
When it starts its turn.
So Lemon hasn't used its reaction just yet because he
Didn't they-
used his action to dash.
Oh, yeah.
So he does have a reaction,
Okay.
and he swings that beholder butt over at you, and that's a 23 to hit you,
Hits.
and it does. And I'm so sorry for this. 32 points of psychic damage
Psychic damage. Yay!
As,
that was a
as
bad
it-
decision on my part.
as it clips you right where it shouldn't, and you're like,
Oh, biscuits!
oh, biscuits, right in the biscuits.
I say, "Ay, galletas."
And you turn, and the helmet is on backwards again, and he's like, Kamen Rider, tripping over a scarf. It is now the adult mithril dragon's turn, and it goes
Okay.
boom, boom, and it steps up.
As it starts its turn, I'm gonna try and branches of the world tree.
Okay,
It's probably gonna succeed, but just in case.
it is a dragon.
Thankfully,
a
we've
strength.
established.
It is a strength save.
It is.
That
That is going to be
17?
a 21.
Oh, see, that could have been. That was close. Gosh, I want to
That's
reduce
close.
that somehow, but yeah. All right, fine, whatever. I'll let it go.
All right. As it steps forward, You see it scoop up all of these coins and swords and things on the floor into its mouth and go, and it leans back. And what's actually happening is the jaw of it that's made out of 2 snow shovels has done this because of the kids inside. And you hear a whirling as confetti shoots across the room. It's just like yellow confetti. But to you, it sucks up all of these coins on the ground, chews them into jagged bits, and then, it's going to use its steely mithril breath weapon. So that is a 60-foot long cone coming in on Freckles, Fetch, and Astrid. And
Everything is fine.
Yeah, everything is fine. I need you all to make me a dexterity saving throw, please. DC 18.
Ooh, I'm going to re-roll that.
All right.
There we are.
Can I hit all of you? No. No, but I can hit the 3 of you. That's fine. Cool beans.
I'm sorry, I still need to roll. You said a dex save?
Dex save of 18 for Fetch, Freckles, and Astrid.
It's a 13.
It's not enough.
It's not good. Oh, I will use one of my luck points to reroll that.
Okay.
I know we have some d20s, but I'm going to save those because I've got personal pull for.
That's not how luck works now.
It's not how luck.
That's not how
it
luck.
just gives you
Oh, you're right.
advantage.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Do you have to use them for?
Yeah.
Would have kept my
It's
mouth
fine.
shut, except you specifically instructed me.
I
to
did.
not-
Peel back the curtain. This is my first 2024 rule set, and I appreciate y'all so
I
incredibly
will give you a
much.
D20 from the pool.
I will take it.
All right.
Okay, d20 plus 3. Roll well for me, baby, please. Nope, it rolled worse.
Even worse.
All
It
right.
was fate.
So as you roll, anyone that got less than an 18 on this dexterity saving throw is going to take 48 points of magical slashing damage and will lose 8 hit points from bleed at the start of each of their turns. And the area in here, I'm going to pick a different color that's not so like that can actually stand out against this. The area within here for the cone is difficult terrain, as there's chewed up bits of coin and stuff all around, and it's very pokey.
I assume it's half damage on a successful save.
Half damage on a successful save. And
no
Will,
bleeding.
if you make a successful dex save, it would be no damage.
It's one of those, yeah.
Yeah,
cool.
Anything with a dex save.
And I have made concentration. It's
Excellent.
okay.
Life is good. With its breath weapon, it flaps its itty bitty little ooh wings, and it rises up on these little stilts and pillars. And after breathing, don't draw on it. Come on, can still move. Oh, sorry, Hank wasn't in the thing, so wouldn't have needed to roll anything. Is going to
just for future though.
Yeah.
I know to
is going to flap up and over, and it opens its maw and does a bite attack on Astrid.
Oh, good. I've got
Also,
this.
just for posterity, I did make a concentration check on Blur, and I rolled like a 27. So
Beautiful.
I'm pretty sure that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you're good. That is a 26 to hit you.
Hey, that hurt.
All right, that's going to be
It also hit.
19 points of metal piercing damage.
Okay, great. I'm below 0. I had
right.
2 HP left.
And you see the dragon come through and go roar, and Astrid's like, "Oh no, why?" And in the most historical way possible, you've fallen to the dragon. It is Freckles' turn.
All right. Difficult terrain, you say?
I say.
10, 20.
And you,
right, Astrid.
You take 8 points of damage at the start of your turn as well from the pokey bits.
I thought even if you made your save, you'd get
Even
that.
if you made your save.
Oh, it's just
Doofa,
unavoidable.
doofa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any
Um,
way to get rid of it, or does it just?
Magical healing will stop the bleeding immediately and
Okay,
prevent
well,
you from
then
taking any more.
Then there's no point in me moving there, since I am going to have to do a mass cure wounds.
Oh, is that from your spell slots?
Yeah, the staff healing.
Oh yes, that's right. It is now a cool stick.
19, everybody.
Amazing.
And
And
What's
we're no longer
the reach
bleeding.
on that?
And we're no longer bleeding, right?
It is
all of
30
the-
feet, so it is actually going to get
Hank
Will
as well. All of the little confetti paper cuts that you guys felt feel better with your emotional support band-aids.
And then I'm going to move 10, 20, 30. And let's inspire.
The dragon.
Well, no, I think so
Not
Fetch
inspire
never
the
used
dragon.
his yet, right?
I still have mine. I'm planning on using it next round.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Astrid
I'm
is
good.
next then. So Astrid, you are inspired for a D10.
Hooray!
Which you can add to your death saving throw that you're gonna take on your
No,
turn, if I recall.
No, there's mass cure
no death
wounds.
saving throw.
Oh,
I
sorry.
just,
Yeah,
I
never
just
mind.
did a mass cure wounds.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
But
fine.
it's good to know.
But it's good to know. Yeah. I'm here. I'm on board. Anything else for me, Chris?
That
All right, Fetch, you're up, and Humber's on deck.
Okay. So, okay, he's right there. And this is all difficult terrain, right? So we can go 10, 20. Beautiful. Okay. We're going to do a few things here. I'm going to use my action to cast mirror image on myself. So now I have blur and mirror image up. I'm going to use my bonus action to second wind and heal myself. Nice. That is max. So that's 21 points of healing. Let's go. And then I'm going to action surge. And I am going to attack this man with my sword.
Dragon Man.
Dragon Man.
He was a dragon
man.
That's a 19 total to hit. Does that hit?
That does hit.
Okay.
Ooh. Just a
19
dragon.
He's just a dragon. But he was still dragon.
Dragon.
So he's going to take 9 points of radiant damage altogether. And then I'm going to, with the second attack, use a cantrip. So we're going to do a little bit of a mind sliver on this man, which he has disadvantage on. He needs to make a DC 16 intelligence saving throw.
All right, he is going to do that. DC 16. There we go. And that succeeds.
Okay.
Even
Annoying.
if we oh no, he wouldn't be affected by the mind sliver yet because he's saving against the mind sliver. So
yeah. But even
beautiful.
with disadvantage, him succeeding, that's fine. That's 2 actions, a bonus action, my movement. So yeah, I cannot do anything else.
Aren't you a fighter 11?
Yeah.
You get
you
3
have
attacks.
3 attacks.
Oh my god, you're so right.
Let's go. Let's go.
Well, I already used the spell, but I can just make another attack. That's fine. Oh,
Well, yeah, you can sack 1 attack for a cantrip and keep going.
Yeah.
You're good.
And then we'll make another attack, which this is definitely going to hit. That's like a 22 total. So
That absolutely hits.
that's going to be less damage. That's going to be 8 points of radiant damage on the second attack. Or I guess the third
Amazing.
attack, technically.
I am down for that. 8 more.
I'm so used to playing games where we never get above like level 7. So I'm like, oh yeah. That's right. I can do cool stuff.
Oh, I love it. Could somebody there we go. Anything else on your turn?
No, that is going to be it for me.
All right, Astrid, what's Humber doing?
Okay. Humber is going to. Oh, geez.
Humber's doing all right.
Humber's doing the best that borrowed pigeon can.
Humber's living its best life.
Yeah. It's gonna fly over to good old dragon here.
Mhm.
And I don't. I don't think doing any sort of attacks would be good with this person. I need to double check something. I think I'm just gonna have Humber do the help action for now. And I think that's it.
All right. Humber does the help action on the dragon.
On the dragon.
And it's now your turn. Would you like to attack said dragon with the Humber?
Good golly. There's
Miss Molly.
Correct. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the Humber uses the pixie stat block, right? Including the spells that the innate spellcasting that pixies can get. Okay, great. This helps everybody. If you have this, make sure you have the stat block up. I'm going to withdraw that help action, and I am instead going to try to polymorph the dragon, please.
Okay.
I would like to do that instead with my beautiful bird.
With your beautiful bird.
Yes.
The dragon's
just
going
yells,
to.
Hey, Humber, turn it into frog, please.
Humber tries, and then fails on a wisdom saving throw, but is going to use one of its legendary resistances to succeed instead.
It is charisma, but oh no, it's mine. It is still charisma, but it's also a 15.
Yeah. It's the same roll for
Excellent.
it.
It's
It's an adult dragon. It's a plus 10 to
fantastic.
Great. Burned a legendary resistance.
Burned a legendary resistance.
Excellent. And it's still right next to there for our delicious rogue. So that's good.
Absolutely. All right. Up next.
Okay. Is me for real this time?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to oh geez. Looking over to Fetch, say, do you want to be here right now? Or do you want to go? And just points generally to where that big rock is in the middle of the room.
So we're like, oh, that is a cool rock. Yeah, that seems way better than
cool
just,
rock.
like, look at the shards of debris around us. Like...
Okay. Actually, okay, cool. Wait there then. And Astrid. Oh no. Is there a way?
I point out that you guys should, like, I'm pointing. I'm like, no, go cluster by this one. Don't cluster by me.
Okay. Astrid is going to circle around the dragon, staying within that delicious proximity. And from here, I should be within 30 feet of everyone. So I would like to use my 1x 6th level spell that I get and cast Scatter. So that anybody can go wherever they want to go.
I do love me a good scatter.
I love a good scatter. When you get it once per day, you got to make it a good scatter.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So anybody up to 5 willing creatures. So I'm gonna exclude Humber. Can move. If you're not willing, then you can make a wisdom save. But you can teleport to an unoccupied space you can see within 120 feet of you. So Astrid says, everybody go.
Freeze. Everybody reset, and everybody like runs to where they want to go. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
Time out. Time in.
Do over. Exactly. So anybody can move wherever you want to within 120 feet of where you are right now.
Bandito's just like sword.
Charging.
Indeed. Bandito, as they're moving around, you notice that this sword is super cool.
Okay.
It's like
I just
really
wanted to get
cool.
a little closer look. Like,
And it's got a little
espada.
it seems to have a glow about it. A sheen, if you will. And you're checking it out, and you see on the hilt there's a post-it note, and it says Sword of Dragon Slaying.
How convenient.
Indeed.
And then as my bonus action, when I get behind this, I scramble behind this rock. I like poke. Well, I don't poke around. I like duck behind. And I take my wings off and I flip them around so they're a different color. And I'm going to use a bonus action to do Celestial Revelation. And as my Asmar species, I'm going to sprout 2 heavenly wings and get a fly speed and also radiant damage around me. So I'm a sight to behold and will hurt you a little bit.
So there's little twinkle lights that are wired into those little fairy wings, and you found the battery pack, and you're like, flip, and Astrid is glowing at this point.
So from behind the rock, you just see this like,
I like it. If that's everything, Hank, you're up.
Okay, so just quick question. Slashing damage from a spell, is that magical slashing damage?
It was magical slashing damage. And it
in that case, yes, I will booming blade attack. I do recognize how I will not roll if I hit. I will not roll the thunder damage because it's immune.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yeah, go for it.
Cool.
I
will burn a d20 on that bad boy.
Absolutely.
How many d20s do we have?
We after that one, 2.
Burn him if you got him.
I will burn 1 more.
All right.
18, does that hit?
An 18 matches its AC of the dragon.
Nice. Okay, and then we'll just go for... Okay, so I'm ignoring the 2d8, so it's just 2d4 plus 68.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, plus 5. So it's just a simple 28 damage.
A simple 28 damage.
And then I will bonus action. I'll point my wand at Lemon, and I'll try and turn him into the snake that he is.
I like it.
With a polymorph. So can I get a wisdom save from Lemon? DC
that is
15.
a 9.
Okay, yeah, so Lemon, just a normal, the lowest CR snake there is, just a regular old grass snake or something.
Yeah. He goes, like a normal snake is incredibly deadly. This is Australia, friend. And,
I guess it'd be
like
a poisonous snake with 2 hit points and 13 AC.
He takes off his common rider helmet and drapes that long scarf behind him and lays down on his belly and starts going...
That's him.
He's here for it. He's in for it.
It's a lemon blast ball python.
Yeah. That's the end of Hank's turn. He'll stay kind of standing behind the dragon there.
Beautiful. Lemon is like, shh, and just starts like slithering out this way and climbs out, still fully wearing this costume that he found in the one of the chests. And he yells out from the top. He's like, "Mom, guess what? I'm a snake." "That's nice, honey." "No, it's really cool." And he like hops off like out the hole that Bandito came through, and starts running over to his mom.
At the end of his he's leaving the combat altogether.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm a snake now. He's much more interested in being a snake than in playing dragons. Right. It is Bandito's turn.
Okay, I would like to attempt to draw this sword from the stone. Is that going to require any sort of check, or can I just draw
I would
it?
say, much like at the end of The Sign, it is time to show some adult dad prowess and roll me athletics, please.
All right. Fortunately, I excel at athletics.
Nice. 25, easy.
Yeah. With a massive like girding of the loins, it has a little bit of resistance. Like somebody put it in, but like a true dad, you're like WD-40, and it just slides, and you realize it's just like a really good paint job on foam. And you hold this up, and it is for all intents and purposes, it is a Vorpal sword.
Oh,
it is a +3 Vorpal dragon slaying sword.
Okay.
So it's a regular Vorpal sword that does an extra 3d6 to dragon types.
Wow. Okay. I need to. I'm going to add that to my inventory really quick.
Yeah.
Does such a thing exist, or is this a homebrew?
If you you can add the Dragon Slayer template onto anything.
Okay.
But it's a Vorpal sword if you wanted to drag and drop it onto your sheet.
Got it.
And then just Dragon Slaying just gives it extra damage and
Yeah,
such against
exactly.
dragons, right?
An extra 3d6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Conveniently
right.
placed for the purposes of time.
Yes, thanks. Thanks,
And
time.
making it easier in case you didn't have a means of overcoming a CR14 dragon.
So, okay, so I'm going to run up now. I still have Hunter's Mark on this currently.
Yep.
So I'm just going to run up and I'm going to recklessly attack.
And pulling the thing did not require actual effort, despite me asking for a skill check. You were just like, haha, look at how cool I am.
Okay, so that's a 19 to hit.
19 hits the dragon.
And
What
it's going to
dragon?
do this much damage plus 2d6, 3d6. 3d6 for dragon side.
All right, so is that 19 slashing or 30 slashing?
Well, okay. Let's look at this. Slashing, if the target is immune to slashing damage, the target doesn't have or need a head. Or I think it's 19 plus 4 for Great Weapon Master.
Okay. So 23
plus 2, so 25 plus
25.
Sorry, I haven't added the 3d6, so I'll just do that really quick. That. So 9, so 34.
I think all Vorpal weapons have +3 damage as well. I don't know if you added that on.
Well, I assumed that it would do that automatically. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it did. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. That's why you're throwing a +12 instead of +9 with the great axe now.
Makes
Right.
sense.
And to the damage. So
second attack.
Yeah.
Second attack is woof.
A
That
nat
was
one.
with advantage.
Buddy.
I should have advantage.
It only rolled once.
Yeah, it only
Ah,
rolled
great.
once into roll 20.
It does not want to do what I'm
23
telling it
will
to do.
hit.
Okay, 23 is going to be this much damage. 21, 20. Oh, I don't have rage. 21 plus 3d6.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to add the d6 earlier.
For Hunter's Mark.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark. So call it 13 plus one more from the last time, 1. So 14 plus whatever I said before. 21. So 35
All
damage.
right. 35 more
And
damage.
then I would like to use my bonus action to rage.
Understood. You break concentration on Hunter's Mark
Yes.
to do so. All right. You do the rage, and now it's the dragon's turn. And it turns, it goes upon being struck so many times by you. We're going to see if it gets its breath back, and it does.
Oh, good.
I do love me some good dragon breath.
Thank goodness we're a little more spread out this time.
Indeed. It's going to use its fly speed of 80 feet to go back here.
And as it starts to move, I'm going to attempt to World Tree branches it to keep him in place.
And it's going to roll a strength save. That is only a 13, actually.
It failed.
Yeah.
So he's rooted. And
He is
can't, and his
rooted.
move speed is 0 for the rest of the turn.
Yes.
Astrid saw a vision of what might have happened and got a little scared. Maybe peed a little bit.
Probably just a little.
Just a tiny bit.
And we're going to go boop to boop. All right. So if he can't breathe on all of you, he can just breathe on Hank and Astrid then.
It does need to go 5 feet to the left because Humber was directly next to it, just as a point of reference, in case that matters for Astrid.
No, I'll give you advantage on the dex save because you've got a good amount of cover here.
Got a cool rock.
And here we go. Go ahead and roll dex save for Hank. Humber's gonna die. Humber is focused entirely on running out of French fries right now.
Hey, you know what?
and has decided to just like walk over this way because Humber can't succeed a dragon's breath.
You know, that's totally correct.
All right. So, dex save DC 18.
Oh, I was one off. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it because I can half it anyway.
I got
right.
23.
Hey, that
which
works. So,
it's gonna be bad.
all right. So, that's 44. So, halved down to 22 for Astrid.
Astrid had 21 hit points.
Yeah. And then Hank, you take half of that regardless, even though you failed. Correct?
Yes, I've took it. Sorry, 22. I took it. Yeah.
All right. So
Took it off.
Astrid
Yeah.
falls. And goes.
Let me make sure. Let me make sure I'm seeing this correctly. So I have an ability that is a beguiling defenses. It says immediately after creature you can see hits you with an attack roll, but this wasn't an
This
attack
wasn't
roll.
an attack roll. Yeah.
And never mind.
All right.
Me
Astrid goes,
down.
"Ah!" and you see a hand flail from behind the rock. And they go, I'm slain.
I'm
Slain. And it's going to turn and whip a tail. You know what? It's going to whip a tail at 5, 10, 15, at Fetch. It hasn't
Bring it,
tried to hit
brother.
Fetch.
He's got disadvantage, and I have mirror image up.
That is a natural 1 because of disadvantage for the tail attack. Nothing happens. It is Freckles' turn.
All right. I'm probably gonna have to drop out after this turn.
Okay.
Because I need to go do some taxi.
Is
But
all good?
we'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. How far am I from 35 feet? Well, that sucks. I cannot. You went too far away.
I was trying to hide from the dragon.
I cannot help you. Sorry.
That
For
dragon is
those
also
of us
not
who are
looking great.
in range, I do another Mass Cure Wounds.
All right.
24, please.
Woo.
To everybody.
Except for me, right? I was out of range.
Except for you. You are 5 out of range. I just can't get to you.
Hooray!
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pop off.
I appreciate you taking the time with us today. my friend.
All right. Thanks.
Everyone in
I'll
chat,
talk to you later,
like,
everyone.
Go
Because-
sub to Treant Monk right now.
Go
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
YouTube.com/Treant Temple. 100%. With that, Fetch, you're up. And because Freckles stood up and he's like, my mom's calling. I gotta go. And he puts his cool stick down and he runs away. He's like, I gotta go eat supper now. Fetch, what do you got?
Adios, Fetch.
See, I probably should just go attack it a couple times.
Mhm.
I'm tempted to do something just funny.
What's it gonna be? In the interest of time.
Yeah, that's true. Greasing this dragon up isn't going to do much to further our aims.
Oh man, it would be so good though.
You see, yeah, he takes
Okay, but it
like
could
a
be-
bottle of grease and he's like, another
Yeah.
time.
Mm, a whole like Tupperware container of butter that you've just been waiting to use.
Melted butter.
Yeah.
That's I'll be like, no, another time. I'm just gonna attack him 3 times straight up. And one of those we will make a booming blade just for
I like it.
fun.
All right, swing batter.
First attack is a 19.
19 hits.
Second attack is a 16.
Yeah, 16 does not hit.
Okay. And the third attack, which will be our booming blade, is a 26.
Absolutely
Ooh.
hits. So 2 hits.
Okay, so the first hit.
Booming blade isn't really going to do anything because it's immune to
Thunder
thunder
damage.
damage.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you
there's-
just call that 2 hits for
Yeah,
regular
just-
damage.
So it's 8 plus Meister Dex, which is 3, so 11. Oh wait, because I think it's plus 5. Sorry. Sorry, it's 15 because I get plus 2 from dueling, and then I get plus
Yep.
2 from the other thing. So 15, and then 9. So that's a total of 24 damage altogether.
Beautiful. I like it.
And,
3 attacks.
yes, one of them just missed. Okay, cool. And that is my turn.
Humber is dead. Astrid.
Well, I believe that's death saves.
That is a death save.
Okay.
Which you could add a D10 onto, as we've canonically established before.
Oh, you know
Yes.
what? I just remembered something, actually. How close are you to me? Because I think I can... Is Healing Word 30 feet or 60 feet?
I think it's 30.
Dang.
30. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. I'm not close
Next
enough.
turn.
That was
I don't
red,
have
though.
any healing as we do have healing potions actually. So
I
maybe-
have healing. We all have a couple of good berries still.
Berries,
Yeah.
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 And
And
they're
healing potions,
we can bring
which
you
are
back.
better.
Chris
Well,
is
hold on.
keeping track of all of the dice in the pool. But
Yeah.
there are 6
I-
healing potions in the pool that anybody can pull out and have a juice box.
I didn't bother moving last time, but I can actually skirt around the dragon without changing anything, be 25 feet away from you, and bonus action Healing Word.
That could be a
If the
thing.
DM is
So
willing to let
rad.
me roll that back for a second. I forgot that
that's
you were
fine.
down. Yeah, because I only use a cantrip on my turn too. So yeah, I will Healing Word you. It's not gonna be a lot,
Nice.
but
That's fine. Literally, I only need one.
how sick. That's 12. That's the best I can do.
Oh,
That's
hell
12
yeah.
points of
There you go.
healing.
Keeping in mind that now that everybody's up, you also have a short rest token you can burn, and the dragon is looking like he's on its last legs. The 2 teenagers
great.
that have been holding this thing up, their arms are getting
They're so
tired,
tired.
and they're like,
Okay.
"Come on, like,
Yeah.
anytime,
Okay.
kids." They shoot one eye
Excellent.
at Bandito, and they're like, "Meh, "You
will
have the
Just,
power."
just a little bit longer. They're really enjoying themselves.
Okay.
Ugh. Okay, excellent. Well, Astrid will get up. I have a very brief question about the Asimar wings. They say that they last for a minute or until I end it. Does that? It doesn't say anything about it dropping if I fall unconscious.
They stay.
So they're still there.
Yeah.
Great. I
you
just
can
want to fly. I'm gonna fly up if I can.
stand
And
up.
then
You're up on your tippy toes on this big rock.
I am.
You're like,
I am. I'm way up there. But like in fiction, I'm flying up 30 feet and I have this this glorious flaming wand of fireballs, which in reality is just like one of those candy cane, like plastic candy cane things that's
Yeah.
filled with just a bunch of those like red hot jawbreaker candies.
yes.
And she says, "Villain, you shall not slay me again." And I would like to expend 3 charges of this wand of fireballs to cast fireball on the dragon.
Can I recommend that you expend all of
can-
the charges of the fireball wand?
If you will allow me, technically, rules is written. I'm only allowed to use 3 in one.
Oh,
But
oh yeah, I suppose with the new
I
one.
would love to.
You know what? Go for it. In the interests of rule of cool and
Right.
timing, give her.
So basically, it's a 9th level fireball because, as far as I know,
Yes,
there's no
it is.
higher spells than that.
That's
So
right.
a dex save, please.
It does a dex save, and that is a 9. And it
Hey,
doesn't
that's a
have any
bad
legendary
number.
resistances left.
We did this on purpose, everybody.
Yeah, this is all part of the plan.
This is all part of the plan. Okay.
Burn those medieval workers alive.
Yeah. It's also going to take. Okay, hang on. 3rd, we got to put this up to 9th. It's going to take a couple bits of radiant damage as well.
Yes.
Excellent. So it's 3 points of radiant damage, 4 points of radiant damage. My apologies, and also 51 points of fire damage.
So, what does it look like above board? How does this little kid massacre this paper mache dragon?
So I mean, from a fictional standpoint, it is this massive anime style pinprick of light that just keeps growing and growing until it's the size of the sun, and it comes down and just like just smashes, and it's like a nuclear explosion.
Like a Final
that-
Fantasy VII battle. I got it. Yeah.
At 100,000%. From here, Astrid's like, and just opens the thing and opens this like candy cane thing, but is going to turn around and like from the curved end of the candy cane, is going to pop open both sides and just blow really hard into the end of it and just shoot all of the like jawbreakers out and just puncture a bunch of holes in this paper mache dragon.
I love it. And the college students inside are like, what? No.
Absolutely.
I hate fireball candy. And it starts to fall over towards Bandito.
I got it. He's trying to catch it.
And you grab it and you're like, oh, the small of my back. Oh, no. And then you go this way and it just like impales onto this dragon slaying sword that's sticking out. And
and then as a bonus, just as a bonus action, I'm gonna use my pipes of the sewer rats and call forth a bunch of pigeons.
You reach into the
and
bag.
Say, go eat, have a snack. I'll toss some candy over there.
You pull a bunch of like fair food out of your bag that probably should have been in a Tupperware of some kind, but wasn't.
100%. There was a second soggy bag. Yeah.
And this time it's just seagulls. There's just so many seagulls.
The real rats of the sky.
Yes.
The real rats of the sky.
Yeah.
And the two workers like pull themselves out of the corpse of this metal dragon, and you see Freckles has a knapsack open, is just scooping treasure into it, like fake gold chocolate coins and candies and stuff.
I'm not sure if we probably need to leave that for the next adventuring party.
Oh. There's no manual that said like you're supposed to like get a reward. You're supposed you did the thing.
Yes,
and
stamps.
They regard the dragon and the dragon slaying sword that is puncturing through the thing and its head fell off. It's like you technically died with the sword. Like you did the thing, so you get the stamps. And you can redeem these stamps.
I can Venmo you for the repairs.
The drama students made this and they're fine. Like
maybe I'll make a donation to the drama club.
Yeah, that sounds great. The knighting ceremonies at 4:30 p.m. back in the middle of the fair. You'll be knighted as official dragon slayers.
Astrid had like flopped down in this giant pile of fake gold, and was just doing like gold angels, and then heard that they could be a knight and sat straight up, and there's gold just like, and they said, I want to be a knight, and stands up and just starts running. Well, runs away, runs back and says, I need my stamps. And then as soon as she gets them, just runs outside to go get knighted.
100%. There's a knighting ceremony, and they get a reasonably well-known TV actor had come in and has a real sword and is wearing a really cool costume and like full on these are the heroes of our town, and that like gently like lays this actual sword against a kid's shoulder here and there, and they're like, you need to calm down a little bit, you got to stop wiggling, it's not safe, they say over to Astrid.
Astrid is trying so hard and is got to the point where it's just hands, but it's still movement.
It's like, hold your breath for 4 seconds and then breathe out for 4 seconds. Box breathing. 3, 2, 1, and you're now a fairy knight.
Yes, and he's just doing circles.
I love it. With that, the sun sets, and our kids, with probably the fullest tummies that you've ever seen, head back to their homes. Candy in their bellies and stories in their hearts. And a really cool, actually made of metal pinned onto their clothing that says "Official Dragon Slayer 2024 Christmas," and next year there's a promise of a local theater troupe coming through, and they're gonna have adventures in space, and there's supposed to be space dragons. That's what they were saying, and I don't know if it'll actually come true or not. But I mean, Bandito, you were presented with a bill a little later, and you feel like you deserve space dragons at this point, looking down at the dollar bucks that have exited your wallet.
That is a lot of pesos, as it were.
Don't worry, I'll
Absolutely.
help. And you get just a handful of gummy bears just on this bill. That'll
My God,
help.
you might just hand over some dirt.
And
Stuff
your
it into your
jar of
pocket.
butter.
Thank you, Daniel.
You just have like a hand just like
good work, slaying the dragon. You all are well-deserving knights.
With that, we bring this to a close, and thank you, my friends, for stopping by and staying with us for the last several hours and helping us make a difference in so many kids' lives around the world. And to the people at home that were sending donations in chaos left, right, and center, I appreciate it immensely. To date, we've now raised, as I double check, we are up to $12,704 for Make-A-Wish. We've got a
Thanks,
couple
everybody.
one-shots left over the next coming month. You can tune in here, or you can follow Make-A-Wish International on all the socials. We shared across the board for that. So I'll go in reverse order this time. Maria, where can people find you on the internet, and let them know who you are and what you do?
Oh my goodness. One, thank you so much for inviting me. I know I was tagged in, but like you're incredible, James. The rest of you are incredible. This was truly a wonderful and entertaining, and also fantastic that we were able to do this. And God, $12,000 is a lot of money. That is so much. So first off, big giant thank you. But I am Maria. I am known on the internet as Maria Brewista. I wear many hats, but I'm a media producer primarily on Twitch at twitch.tv/Maria Brewista. I also am a co-founder of Goblin Society Games, and we are making our own TTRPG bunch of stuff that we want to see in the world, from D&D 5e to some supplements for Savage Worlds, and a couple of independent games that we're making ourselves. You can check us out, goblinsocietygames.com. And also, my third hat, I'm a convention manager for OrcaCon, which is a cool convention happening in Seattle, Washington, in the States in January. Board game and TTRPG convention that is around to make an inclusive and welcoming and wonderful community that spans both the board gaming and TTRPG space. So if you are in the area in the second weekend of January, please stop by, play some games with me. And this has been lovely. Y'all are great.
It was lovely having you here as well. Colby.
Yeah, so just on YouTube, youtube.com at D&D Deep Dive, D&D Deep Dive, D4. I do character builds mostly for D&D on my channel, but lots of other things too, but that's the majority of it. Been doing it for a few years, really love it, love to play, and love to theorycraft and number crunch and stuff. And then occasionally interview people and do live chats with Will about pending UA and eating pizza on camera.
Yeah.
So yeah, so come stop by and check it out.
I love it. And as a reminder to everybody still sticking around, check out Tree at Monk's Temple at youtube.com/Tree at Monk's Temple. Chris
so
is
close.
Is less than 50 people away from hitting the 100,000 mark, and that would make for an amazing holiday present for him.
Yeah, great Christmas present.
But yeah, big thanks. This was a lot of fun. You guys are awesome, and yeah, thanks Jeremy for putting it all together and letting us play.
No worries. Will.
Just on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, it's D&D Shorts. It's just silly, fun videos. Obviously, thanks so much for everyone who's donated. not just today, but we did a lot of charity stuff this month on the channel, and I know like you guys came out again and again and again. It was amazing. So yeah, thanks so much, and it was wonderful to play with all you guys twice, and to meet you, Maria, and play with you for the first time. It was really fun. So I can't wait to do more next year. And yeah, thanks everyone. It's amazing. Over 2,000 races is amazing. So
absolutely, Josiah.
Well, since I'm going last, I guess the things everyone said. You can only hear how wonderful it all was so many times. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Thank you for running, and thank you everyone for watching and donating.
Thank you
raise some money
for a
a really good
pupper
cause.
in the background.
Oh, hey, bud. Gaston came to say thank you also.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this was a ton of fun. Yeah, I guess the thing that I'm supposed to say, I'm Josiah, Dungeon Dad. You can find me on the internet. I'm on YouTube. This is the website you're watching this on, probably. Well, I guess definitely because we moved it over here. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, thanks for sticking with us through technical difficulties and helping us raise some money for a good cause.
Absolutely. And if you're watching on Twitch, you know who I am. I'm James. I run Logomancy, and we look after all of the Make-A-Wish International TTRPG stuff. As I said, we've got another couple of fundraisers coming out. You can follow us at Logomancy Media on YouTube and Twitch for our regularly scheduled content. We run a podcast where we sit down with different creators. We don't generally talk about it on charity streams because they are not aligned. And regular AP stuff, we try out different systems that come out and different